Ah. Aha. Yeah. Hail and well met. Merry greetings, fellow citizen. What's your boggle? Wait a second. So, the real purpose of the stream is I wanted to finish this. I'm in this creepy forest, which is the last place in the game to clear out. I cleared out all this stuff. Are they shooting each other? What was that all about? Goodbye. Anyways, so, a few things to cover. Not a lot, though. Not enough stuff to cover today to justify doing a stream. And yet, here we are. So, yeah, it might be a short one, or I may pad it out as long as I feel like it. I am kind of thinking, though, there is this whole area. Oh, it's probably going to have just a bunch of snappy things, too. So, anyways, there's this forest here. I don't really even know what it's called, but it's got those, oh yeah, the blocks, I don't know, it's like a cemetery. Perhaps some form of dinosaur. So we'll call this Dinosaur Forest. Dinosaurforest. There we go. So, the mimic, that's another mimic, that's another mimic, they all got, that's another mimic. Hold on a second. Yeah, and he's shooting at me. Now he's not. Is there some stuff over there? I think that's... So they're just patrolling this whole thing. So here's what I think we'll do. We'll get into the... there's an intro clip that's a minute long, and then the true story of the newest catfishing. Oh boy.
Doing Your Mom 2988 for 5 says, so when are you going to go on Kino Casino, buddy? I don't know. I don't feel welcome on Kino Casino. I don't know what I would talk about.
Oh no, he doesn't.
Maybe to shit talk somebody in particular, but
oh no, he doesn't feel
I don't know.
welcome.
Maybe if I'm ever up in Canada, I'll drop by. Says Jerish, the Kino Casino says they would love to have you on as it's head felting season. Happy Cuck Week. Rip Destiny Hunter and Sticks. It depends. I don't know. They haven't reached out to me, so like if there's like a special stream they want me on, it's not been communicated to me.
We'll reach out to Josh. It's just a question of like I think we'll be
They're
doing
reaching
rekieta
out.
with him. We just need the right rekieta segment.
Easy.
We need the right thing
Boom.
to happen to bring Josh on with rekieta. I'm not sure what that'll be, but I think that's the best bet. Yeah, Josh is busy. Like,
he's busy.
He's got a lot of shit going on. I guess he's getting DDoSed right now.
That's true.
So, the Fuck Rekieta Festival, it might...
Yeah. Basically, the Fuck Rekieta Festival has already happened, and it's on our channel. And, it's not my opinion, again, but we are apparently, according to word on the street, is that we're able to do it better than PPP and Warski. There's no Warski on my streams. That inherently an improvement over Kino Casino. That's just what a word on the street is. That's what other people have said. I'm not saying that. I didn't just say that. But, I think it was somebody on... Oh, shit. Nope, this isn't good. Or is it? Well, it's good. Somebody on Cow... which I don't even know. I forgot what that website even is. But the cow board, the official cow board, somewhere. Holy shit, how many of these guys are there? Well, about to be one less. And about to be two less. Oh. Again with that. Holy shit, there's a ton of them. Okay. Taking on a whole army. I'm doing pretty good. Is that another guy, or is that just the guy I killed? I don't know. Take a little cover. Still doing okay. I was going to mention... Oh, yeah, I tried to go back to that, the Kiwi Farms thread, because I was thinking about doing a video, sort of a standalone video. that another one? Yep. Yep, not anymore. I was thinking of doing a standalone video where I read through the, there was DMs that leaked between, one of Nick's former fans and Nick. Basically, one of Nick's former fans just giving Nick the business, and Nick writing a fucking, a full-on, doctorate thesis about why they're wrong and how they're wrong. And all of it was regarding the Mandy stuff. But, Kiwi Farms was basically not able to load. I think that's actually. Do I even have another one? Nope. Nope. Cashed out. Gonna have to go get that guy the hard way. But anyways, here, I think it's about to play the
Might be with Josh,
the latest
we go through the
catfishing of
whole thing.
Rekieta coming up. Hold on.
Josh is gonna have to give 5 hours of his life to this show.
Yeah.
Link says he'll probably just say no. He might. Listen, for me, it doesn't really matter one way or the other. I think it's nice for the audience that likes both.
Shit.
For what?
For Josh to come on.
Yeah.
But whether he comes on or not, that's up to him. You know, and it has to be, I think, the right, moment, the right thing we're covering in order for it to be worthwhile. I know he said today he wants on. He said he just needs a reason. I'm agreeing with it.
Hello?
Here we go.
Hey,
Who is this?
you guys should
This is actual audio of Nick Rekieta talking to the latest catfish, Lindsay. Let's hear how it goes.
be on vent more, and then I would come in here, because whenever I come in here,
Oh no, he got blown up.
What the fuck was that?
What the fuck?
Just mute her.
Yeah, just
Was
mute
it
her.
who-
Get her.
Was it her?
Take that. Take that, you bitch.
Yeah, that was her. That was the fucking weirdest thing ever.
Was
Scared the
it?
shit out of me.
Me
Pussy.
too. Oh my god.
Like, who is this? Hey, you guys come here more often.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
I'm sitting here in the dark in my room.
I'm sitting in the spot. I don't know what to
Is it
scream
playing it?
also.
Oh, yeah.
Lindsay, who the fuck are you? Hello?
Oh, oh, there she is.
Who
There's
are
Lindsay.
you?
Just going.
like, during the day, Eastern time, like right after school. But I've been, well, actually,
Well, actually.
Mondays, I
actually-
do it after school,
Alright, yeah.
but then I have to go to work at night, and then
It's true. She's right.
Tuesdays, right after school, I
Who are
babysit.
you?
Wednesdays, I
Well,
work at
Eastern
night.
time, no.
So it's like every other day.
No.
It was so fucking crazy, dude.
Was it?
Yeah, it is. I muted her, but
Oh,
I
good
kinda
thing
wanna
they
keep
muted
her
her.
cool.
No, that scared the shit out
Kind
of
of.
me.
He's immediately,
That's
that guy
fucking
swallowing
fine,
up.
too,
That's
yeah, I
Nick
know.
Rekieta. Just fell right in love with her.
She did it again?
Yeah, I haven't muted her until just now.
That's fucked up, dude.
Is it?
Like a tear honestly
that's
started coming
fucked
down my eye. I was like,
That is nuts.
Was
I
it?
don't know
weird.
who that is. I've never seen that girl before. The person.
yeah, me neither.
I don't know who's doing this.
Mysterious. That's just the thrilling conclusion. Mysterious conclusion.
Fuck.
What the fuck?
Oh wait, does this still?
Hey
Come
guys,
on,
I got an idea. Let's
Yes,
go play
let's
Guy
go play Guy Online. Go
fishing.
What the fuck?
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
No idea.
What was it? Oh, good
Lindsay?
question.
How about a boot?
Who the hell
Lindsay?
is Lindsay?
Probably some. But
Who
hacked
indeed?
into your channel.
They
You
hacked.
guys should be on vent more, and then I would come in here, because whenever I come in here, there's no one on.
On. No one on.
Was that you who
Were you the
just
one
did
that just
that
played
annoying
the really
thing?
loud
But just
crap?
talking to a soundboard. How dumb can you be?
Jesus Christ, that was loud. I just muted Vent. I'm glad I have dual monitors.
Yeah, do that. How's your dual monitors now, nerd?
Hold up a second. I got.
Hold
I
up.
hate you.
Yeah, I had to mute.
I hate
Lindsay.
you. Oh,
What a fucking
So,
retard.
oh yeah,
That's
Lindsay
what
was the
happens
problem.
when certain chicks play WoW.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
certain
when did
chicks play
females
WoW
become fucking completely retarded?
a long time
don't
ago.
know.
I
What
don't know.
girls do stupid shit like that though? Seriously. I mean,
Yeah,
she must
none
be
of
like
'em, dummy.
11 years old.
Mondays I do it after school, but then I have to go to work
I
at
guess it
night,
depends.
and then
To quote Sargon, it depends on the child. Look at that creepy thing.
Who is this? I don't even know this person. Lindsay? Who's Lindsay?
hey,
Not know.
Hey, it's Lindsay. Oh no.
Hi.
Shit. What?
So we're just gonna sit here
Oh.
quiet.
Are we just gonna sit here quietly? Nope. Nope. Classic.
You're like, oh.
Oh,
Are you
yeah,
gonna go to a
that's-
game?
Sorry, everybody. That was the whole thing was just a joke about rekieta being catfish. I know I have to explain that, otherwise people will be like, "So who is this Lindsay? How did rekieta get catfish?" It's a joke. It's a reference to ventral. How dare you not know what ventrilo harassment is? You should feel bad about yourself for not knowing instinctively, just not memorizing every line out of ventrilo harassment. But I'm gonna have to do something about. There's that one guy. I don't feel welcome. I was gonna. Here, I don't hear anything when I hit this. When I hit this, I don't hear anything because I turned it to mic only instead of speakers and mic. Okay, there's like two guys. What the? Are they respawning? They better not be. Shit. But it defeats the whole purpose. It's like an overcooked steak. I know that thing can spawn them, but they have like a bunch of junk around them to indicate that they are spawned. So. Alright, oh shit. Okay, you know what? Here. This should be basically the end of the kill everything run. I have killed everything, pretty much, except for... Well, actually, I did kill most of these guys. I think there's still another one around there. There was clearly that guy. There's one over there, right there, and I would have to really go sprint out to get him. I need to save after every kill, because if I don't, I'm just going to get hit, and then I'm going to be messed up. Anyways, Ventrilo harassment. Ventrilo was voice chat, one of the earliest voice chat programs or apps. Long before Discord. In fact, all it did was voice chat. It didn't do text. What the fuck? Okay, yeah. This. Is that okay? Oh boy. I gotta get out of here, I know that. Whoa. I'm okay. Alright. They still shooting, and I'm almost dead. But, if I... emergency save. Yeah, this has nothing in it. Come on, backpack. Okay. I can actually refill this a lot. This is good. This is working out okay. Good thing the OC-33 here, the reliable, trusty Robocop gun. Yeah. In fact, back up over this save. But again, the Lindsay thing, there were a bunch of ventrilo harassment. The best ones were the ones where he plays clips. Used to be everyone would just do soundboard prank calls, but ventrilo harassment, again, it was a voice chat thing, and I used to use it a little bit too. but the reason why I didn't use it that much and stopped, first because other programs became more ubiquitous for voice chat, around 2010, 2008, 9, 10, that kind of shit. But also because those kinds of people were on it. I remember me and friends all having a good long laugh about the ventral harassment stuff. We're like, oh man, this stuff's hilarious. But then the nerdy game, not even the gamer friends, but like the World of Warcraft community that I hung out with. Whoa, that was close. I was in a server. It was actually an IRC server, so it was chat. And they had a vent server for voice chat. And I hung out there a few times. And, but in the IRC server, I remember linking to ventral harassment. YouTube was like brand new back then too. It was quite the thing. Wonderful. So yeah, I was going around, I was linking to the ventral harassment, and the people in the World of Warcraft fan IRC chat were like, that's not funny. That I would be so annoyed. And it's like, really? Because if I was in Vent and somebody came on and started playing goofy, ridiculous soundboard shit, I would just start laughing. I would think it was fucking hilarious. And every one of those clips I thought was fucking hilarious. And I sort of realized who I can really get along with. I inherently cannot get... Okay, shit, here we go. Oh, that guy sees me. Yeah. Nice. Did I get him? I got him. Sweet. I sort of realized that inherently anyone who doesn't like me is completely humorless, and I cannot ever get along. Almost sneezed. The most disappointing. I wanted to sneeze. Here's one good thing about the VR goggles. You can sneeze while wearing them because it doesn't blast into the goggles. You don't wear goggles over your nose. But now I feel all snuffly. I feel unsatisfied with life. Now I know what it's like to be Nick Rekieta. I'm very depressed. Not. You know what? Hold on a second, though. I'm going to have to definitely do a patrol of this whole area, but first, let me check because I turned the sound pad thing, I turned it to microphone only, and I realized if I do that, it's the reason why when I play one of these like this, I assume it's playing that, but I can't hear it because the default setting is to play through the speakers and the microphone. And I can't tell if it's playing if it doesn't play through the speakers. But also, I wanted to play through the microphone because it actually sets off the little PNG tuber in the corner in the corner down there. So that's why it sounds doubled every time I play a sound off the soundboard. The wonderful, delightful soundboard. So I think I'm going to turn it on again right now. Give me a second. Yeah, it says the default play mode. There's play through speakers, play through microphone, and the default is play through both. So, there we go. I'm not bothered that it sounds doubled when you listen to it. It doesn't sound doubled to me, of course, because I'm not watching the stream. I'm in the stream. Wow, it's like I'm in the stream. Because I am. Wonderful. Okay, yeah, I figured. In fact... Yeah, let me load up as usual. You know, I should use the stray ones. Yes. Nice. In fact, I should probably use the Glock because I'm wearing this down. There we go. Although this is not going to work too well at long range, but I think I can still do it. Here, let's see. Let's save, because if I don't... Okay, let's see if I can do this at long range, because that would be pretty sweet. Whoa, that's sparky things up in front of me. So I gotta go around them. Here. Fuck you, Radius. Try that. We'll try that again. Anyways, hello also. Rekieta. Early YouTube, yeah, good old. I didn't even watch conspiracy stuff. I watched mostly reviews. Like, I watched Red Letter Media. Me and my brother subscribed to Red Letter Media before they even did the Star Wars reviews. In fact, the only review they had was Star Trek Generations, and we watched it out of morbid curiosity because, like, what's wrong with this guy? He sounds like he had a stroke. And then, as it turns out, it's a character who had a stroke, Mr. Plinkett. And it's like, oh, the stroke. He didn't even establish that his name was Mr. Plinkett. So it's just like stroke guy. Nice. But now I have to get out of here without getting zapped. Ah, shit. Why do I even have that bullet? Oh, that's right, because it's... Wait a second. Shit, come on. There. Yeah, in fact, right. Yeah. There. It's at least chambered now. I can get one good shot with it. Yeah. It's the most upsetting place to be right now. Let me just try and get... Oh boy, not that way. Is that... Oh no, that's a bush. Was that a guy? No, it's a bush. Anyways. There are a couple good clips of Rekieta coming up because Alyssa posted them last night of Rekieta having a couple guests on who were just giving him nothing. They were basically shutting him down and acting like he was annoying them personally. And it clearly wasn't a kayfabe either. They were just unironically annoyed with him. It was sort of like when Slash played guitar with Michael Jackson on stage in the late 90s, and then Slash just keeps playing because it's like, I'm on with Michael Jackson, but I'm gonna just troll him. Very similar. That's... Boy, what a great reference and a great comparison that was. Wow. That's worth 10 subscriptions. We just got 10 new subscriptions. Thanks. Thanks, chyat. And thanks also, we just got a $500,000 super chat. Wow, thanks. Thanks. Anyways, shit. It looks like this place is clear at least. So I've cleared out. I mean, I can just declare that I am done. I have killed all of the enemies, but you know what? I know there's something over there. Where the hell am I? I scribbled over... Oh, wait, no. Oh, shit. I'm about to go off the map entirely, aren't I? Well, let's do it. Let's see what happens. And also, here, let's play this. I forgot what this is. Is this the thing? I don't... No, it's not, but, I also put in a bunch of goofy bonus bumpers just for fun because, listening to Rekieta is, lame and not very fun. So I just put in a few fun things. For instance, for a great example is the ventrilo harassment stuff, which again, fantastic. While Rekieta was catfished, and we talked about that yesterday on yesterday's stream, there hasn't been any new catfishing that we know of. And there could be catfishing that people simply haven't talked about yet. What the hell? I definitely don't want to go too far out here. Oh, wait, I can't save. Can't save with a cigarette in my mouth because it will glitch. Forever. That was amazing. Matt and Ivan regret. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that. That's like 15 minutes. It's basically the longest clip. There was also a clip of Kino Casino from earlier today, but it's just them listening to the stuff that I already listened to and gave better analysis on. Top tier. It's basically, Kino Casino is like the watered-down version of me. And that's not my opinion. There we go. I knew it. There, come on. Oh, fuck yeah. Nice. Yes. Used to be a pack a day. Ah, yeah. Smoking cigarettes is wonderful in this game. I miss cigarettes in real life, but I'm not going back to it as much as I would like to. I'm not gonna vape either because it's like, you know, it defeats its own purpose. I was here. Let's play some of this.
Gay bar and do an underwear party again like last year. If you fucking
fragment there.
Negroes would understand how much I want to
Oh,
go
Nick.
to a gay bar and do
That's
an
Nick.
underwear party,
Yeah, but he doesn't.
I would have
That's the point.
100% do it. But let
See,
me tell
he
you
so-
the truth.
He so doesn't, you
the
guys.
gay bar no longer does underwear parties. Like,
Try it.
I can't do them.
You
Matt,
go
have
to a
you
gay
ever been
bar,
to an
Nick?
underwear party?
No.
Ivan, have you been to an underwear party?
I don't even know what the fuck that constitutes.
All it constitutes is that everyone in attendance has to be in their underwear.
Is
He
that
tells
what you
a
do
really
whenever
weird
you get
lie.
old and bored of regular sex?
No, I did this in college.
Again,
it was
they're just-
literally my dorm room was the
They're immediately trashing him. They're like, oh, so you're old and just desensitized. Like Carl from Aquatine.
underwear room because I was a cheerleader.
Gay.
Huh.
Talk about
Yep.
being
Oh
gay.
wait,
I should
all
play
of a
that.
sudden, all of a
I
sudden,
gotta
Ivan
cue
goes,
that up.
Listen, I was
More guys
I was the
This,
cheerleading.
this all adds up.
My wife and I were
happens.
both.
This all
we were
adds up,
cheerleading captains.
They're basically calling him gay. They're calling him a gay swinger, a gay cuckold swinger in this to his face.
In college back in 04.
And he doesn't want to
And
fucking
my room
admit
was
it.
the hangout room. And we had
In fact, if you watch the video, you can see Nick looks pretty irritated with them making fun of him, and well, one of the guys his stream is just a spinning CG rat, but the other guy like just pulls out a gun and starts pointing it at the screen, and he does not look happy for even 1 second to be on this stream at all.
had a rule. If you were in my room, no matter who you were, you had to strip down to your underwear. That was the whole rule. And the only people we invited over were cheerleaders. It's not a bad rule, guys.
See, it's
Understand
everyone
what
else's
you're
fault.
Doing with life.
Understand what you're doing.
Uh,
It's
You
your
a
no.
weird polygamous person.
No, I'm
See,
not.
again,
I'm not a
right.
polygamous person.
right away.
Are you one of them?
It sounds like one of them swing set people.
Yeah. Are you one of them?
Swings.
No, this
swingers?
is actually well before we were married. We just had this.
Dodging the question, Ivan.
We didn't.
He's
to
dodging
be
the
very
question.
Clear, neither I nor we didn't fuck a bunch of cheerleaders.
Oh,
Like we
okay.
just had this. It was just a funny thing. Like you come in,
What the fuck?
everybody's
It's
in their
funny,
underwear, and
it's
everybody's
funny.
fine.
We're just being gay.
Ivan,
It's-
take note that he dodged the question.
he did
Yeah.
dodge.
No,
the
no, no.
question.
I'm not dodging the
Yeah, notice they're like, he dodged the question, and Nick immediately gets defensive. You can hear it in his voice. You can see it in his voice.
question. I'm telling you.
He
This
dodged
is-
the question,
This is in
though, yes.
2004. We had this fun fucking rule.
But very important also to point out, when Nick Rekieta dodges the question, his immediate reaction, when called out on it, is to say that he didn't, even though it is indeed what he did.
Yeah, in
where,
2004, it was fun to be a swing set. Whatever.
We weren't a swing
A
set.
swing
no,
set.
Then why did you
we-
continue being a swing set?
We didn't have sex with
Because
other
they
people.
enough
I'm
right
telling
now.
you,
Yeah, they're
right
just
now,
calling him a
very
swinger
openly
right
and
now.
candidly. We did not do that.
They
That
don't
was the
believe
funny part
when
of
did
it.
you
Was,
start
it was
doing it?
literally a joke, and
that. It
then
was literally a
It's
joke.
just a joke. We're
Yeah.
all in our underwear. It's a joke.
yes,
Notice they're laughing at him. He is not laughing back because he's mad.
This
Guys.
is your kind of joke. Our kind of joke is a gun trigger.
wait a
I
minute,
don't
wait a
think we're the
minute.
same.
Ivan, do you wear underwear?
Yeah.
No, he's a rat.
Yeah,
Matt, do you-
rat.
Notice that Rekieta changes the question, and of course it's about something sexual because that's all he ever really thinks about.
Matt,
I've,
you-
I've literally been spinning completely naked on your stream this whole time.
Matt, do you wear underwear?
I wear just boxers.
They don't care
You
about
guys
Nick
still wear-
even asking
okay.
this
No, it's
question. If
cool. It's fine.
What?
If they could think of some answer that was just something to make fun of him, they would. But instead, they're like, just yes or no, whatever.
I haven't worn underwear in years.
They're baffled that Rekieta is this fucking has
So that's
lost
what
it this much.
I was just asking. Like, I don't care. I'm not judging.
Are you not circumcised?
No, I am.
Then isn't that uncomfortable?
Of course he is.
No, it's great.
Oh.
Actually, underwear is bullshit.
Do you not have zippers that it?
Imagine being circumcised. Very sad.
There's a fucking thing that prevents you.
The only time, so like, there's been like 2 times I've ever wore jeans without underwear, and like, the
What
tip
jeans
of my
you
dick.
buy? You go to Walmart and buy Wranglers?
Oh, dude, Wranglers.
You just dox
Got
your
'em.
jeans preference, my
I
man.
know that the
Dude,
tip of
all
my
my,
dick will always find the razor,
all of my
zipper
jeans
every
have a
time.
flap. Do you know it's the funniest fucking thing for me?
Oh, it's
because
so
people
funny.
like get
Literally a
like silly
joke.
about stuff. It's like, guys, when we were in college, we were cheerleaders. We're
Notice everyone else gets weird. That's the problem. It's funny to him. Everyone else is
like
weird.
goofy and shitty. Like we just had this silly thing where people would come
Silly.
over. It's like, oh shit, you got to be in your underwear here. Why? Because I wanted to see cheerleaders in bras. That's funny. Like that was great.
That's funny.
It's
just
so funny.
Wait, is
Yeah.
that not funny? Do you guys not want to see cheerleaders?
Yeah, notice both of them just give him a blatantly fake laugh, just making fun of him. And his only reaction is, what, you guys don't? And he contradicts this later, though. It's very,
bras and
very
panties.
weird.
No,
you
I don't know
could
if
say.
funny is the right word.
See, this is what a sane, this is how
Funny
sane
is
people
whenever you
react
say,
to
like,
Nick.
a racial slur, and your friends go, "Ha, ha, that's an out of place comment." to
Also,
say."
yeah, when a YouTuber doesn't need anything from Nick, this is how they react to him. And Nick is, of course, completely baffled because he doesn't know what it's like to have people around him who don't want to get something from him. Because that's the nature inherently of all e-celebs, of all these YouTubers, of their circles, is they intentionally surround themselves with people who want to use the clout of the people, they're guesting on, and so on and so forth, back and forth, every time, because, then they build up their channel that way, but it also means that they can never be honest with who they can't make fun of the people they're on with because, hey, why are you making fun of this guy? He has a bigger audience than you. You made fun of him? Okay, his audience is now closed off to you. I've had Nick Rekieta and his friends actually say that to me, saying, well, you just made a huge mistake. He's going to close off his audience to you now, and you're never going to be able to be allowed on, and they're never going to promote you again. That happened years ago. And again, people act like Nick Rekieta is not able to do anything like that. They're like, no, he would never do anything like that, as they then openly gloat about how he does it. So again, there is a sort of an innate dishonesty among everyone. The fans of Nick Rekieta's, former fans even, they can't even be honest with themselves or anyone else. Because it defeats its own purpose. Being honest is sort of a self-imploding situation. There we go. Yeah, that's most of these guys. Where am I? Oh yeah, well, I know where I am. Duh. But yeah, that's how it works. Is all of them will protect each other, even if they get caught doing something incredibly stupid, suspicious, immoral, illegal in some cases. Rekieta has covered up for that in many cases that we've already talked about several times, of course. So it's really up to other people to start noticing it. That's why I think it's funny that people, Medicare did a stream last night, and people are like, oh man, I was disappointed. I was hoping he was going to talk about the Rekieta stuff. You're stupid if you think Jim is ever going to admit to the stuff that Rekieta's been caught doing. He's never, ever going to do that. And it was pretty obvious, especially after the last stream, that he was never going to. He's never going to even bring it. He's not even going to bring up rekieta because he knows if he reminds people of rekieta, it will just remind people that he doesn't talk about rekieta. And the fact that he doesn't talk about rekieta is pretty much, that in itself is damning. And he knows that. He understands that, of course. Okay, this area is basically cleared out. In fact, here, where can I... Come on. There. Even scribble over this part. Okay. And, oh yeah. I'll play this, because again, this is how over it is for rekieta, is that the guests he has on don't want his clout. They're not interested anymore. Even his, like, yellow, one of the yellow umbrellas, basically was on with Nerdrotic and crew, making fun of rekieta now, because rekieta made fun of, Isom. Again, that's what it is. It's the tribalism in every direction. You make fun of Isom, you're fucking gone. You don't make fun of Isom, you're gone from this other tribe, and, just so on and so forth. And you make fun of rekieta, you're gone from his tribe, and on and on and on and on. And it doesn't matter. Oh boy. This is a laggy area. What is it? Oh, is that a slider? No, it's just one of the regular walking guys. Okay. Here, yeah, let me actually play this.
Did you want to see black people in bras and thongs?
Black people.
Because I would rather see, like, well, at the time especially, like 23-year-old...
Black people can't be 23 years old?
No, they've never been 23 in their life. They get killed by the police before that.
By the police?
George Floyd was 22, you bastard.
Is it really the police?
Wait, is this is this a real thing? Am I the weirdo? Because when I was...
Oh, no.
Yes,
but
but proceed.
Yeah,
this is when I'm literally 23, right? Like, I'm in college.
This is one of the worst things you can ever say to Nick, or even get him to think about himself, is that he is the weirdo. You might as well just kick in his door and just start shooting in real life. He would take that better than calling him a weirdo. There's also, by the way, there's like I guess deep lore somehow. Somehow people haven't caught on to this, but whenever people joke about rekieta, even when rekieta laughs at this stuff, laughing it off, behind the scenes he's seething, and then he will be like, never have those fucking assholes on, and to his friends he'll say, you can't have them on anymore either. That's been found out, behind the scenes with people who know Nick personally, and so on and so forth, and for years. It's just, it's not anything new. It shouldn't even be a secret, and yet somehow people seem to have no fucking clue that happens. And it's not just Nick, of course. That's not exclusive to Nick. It's everyone that Nick is friends with has had a meltdown in private, in DMs, where they don't ever admit. They don't say, that guy laughed at me, that guy called me a weirdo, or they were making fun of me, or something like that. They'll just say, yeah, I don't like that guy. They'll go quiet about them, never invite them to another stream, and so on. Yeah, and it happens constantly, and it's been happening constantly for years now, with the entire circle of this sort of fake culture war rebellion, the fake parallel economy. The parallel economy is a hoax. It's just something that is used to trick gullible people into, shelling out their money and emptying out their wallets to people who aren't going to deliver what they claim they are. And very slowly, recently, people started finally waking up to that. But it's something we've been saying for years, and we've proven with the evidence, the receipts, the whatever, all the way back, going back to 2018 and especially 2019. There are several specific incidents that prove us right in that case. I know I can't walk across this. I'm just going to end up... Because if you even go in ankle-high water in this game, you just start drowning somehow. I didn't know it was that short. For once, I wish I was big just once. Anyways.
You should have settled down already by then.
Yeah.
Settled down, like I was engaged.
Again,
You should have already found the one. and then you
Nick
shouldn't
was
be
not
messing around
happy
with
about
others
that
anymore.
one.
Ivan, are you married?
not yet.
Wait, so you didn't find the one? How old are you?
He's
40?
engaged. He's engaged.
I'm 13.
Nick, you look 30.
I do.
You're a spinning rat. You literally look 30. You look like you're in prison trying to get out of it.
Yeah, he's engaged. He has found the one.
He has. Yeah, what's his name?
But he's
His name Tyrone or Malik?
He's not a
Tyrone.
Southern Baptist like me, so his engagement lasts forever.
Yeah.
No, here's the thing. This is 20 years ago. I'm like 22, 23 with this goofy thing where, like, yeah, you come to the.
Wait, so you were engaged and then you're trying to just look at cheerleaders' boobs?
No, it was the whole thing was like a joke for.
It's just a
everyone.
joke. It's just funny. It's just a joke.
joke?
It's just funny.
Again,
Literally
they're just-
was. It was
they're
literally
making fun of
funny.
him.
Like
I will say and you chat.
They're
You
mocking
can call
him
me
to
or
his
whatever the
face
fuck
about
you
this
want,
now.
but like I legitimately am grossed out by the bodies of people that aren't my significant other. I do not want to see that shit.
Bro.
Like, look, I know
It's a
you're
powerful
engaged,
thing.
and
It's
I know
a
you
funny
might be
joke.
watching,
Huh.
and I will give you all the credit you need for this. Stop it.
I am not even memeing, dude.
Yeah. Nick
Like,
can't believe it,
I'm-
of course.
I think that humans are fucking ugly.
I think humans are fucking great.
I think they're
I can
ugly.
tolerate
Including
exactly
naked
one
men,
woman.
apparently.
Yeah.
And that's
Nick
it.
likes them.
That's
Yeah,
enough.
but how many men can you tolerate? You have 2 hands, 1 mouth, 2 nostrils,
Yeah,
2
at
ears,
least
and
10
1
of them.
mouthful.
Seven.
At least 10.
So Matt, you unironically are like, no, if I see someone who is not my lady naked,
Oh.
I'm
New Alyssa
repulsed.
clip. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Well, we get
Cool.
like for more than one reason. Because like
What? Wait, what's the one reason? What?
Here's a couple things, by the way, that Nick was... Oh, boy. What? Will this attach? No, it doesn't. Here, I have to relight this, even though it looks like it's lit. Okay. Here, you know what? I have to smoke this and then save. That's what I got to do. But one of the things, there's a couple things, and I guess I'll just mention them up front if I can remember them. But Nick said that the last underwear party he did was in college, even though just a minute before, again, schizo Nick catching himself in a lie. He's having an Ethan Van Sciver moment. It's called an Ethan Van Sciver moment because Ethan used to do this all the time, even on Nick's shows. But Nick said the last underwear party he had was in college, and then, a few minutes before that, he just said that the gay bar he used to go to stopped doing underwear parties. Also, there are pictures of Nick at a fucking swingers resort, completely naked, with his wife sitting next to him. And they're not under... So he can use the semantics there and say, well, we weren't in an underwear party. We were completely naked. Again, he is a hedonist and exhibitionist. And if he just said that, that would be fine. If he just came out and said, yeah, I'm a hedonist and an exhibitionist, people would be like, okay, we understand what you are now. But Nick says he's the opposite. He says he was always a degenerate, and he also says that he doesn't do any of that degenerate stuff, like being a swinger, and yet somehow is always around people who think he's a swinger. He's still active, isn't he? Well, not anymore. Now you're dead. Anyways. There's something else there's something else that he's going to say about how he wanted to see girls in their underwear in college, but then he also says that, yeah, he's like, well, who wouldn't want to do that? But then he also says that there weren't any hot girls in college. They were all ugly and fat. And it's like, so you wanted to see ugly fat girls in college in their underwear? And he's like, no, I wanted to, yeah. And it's like, okay, again, you're completely contradicting yourself. And they challenge him on this. Again, the basically the first people to ever really challenge him on this aside from me. Which is, again, why Nick Rekieta personally hates me and gets so angry every time somebody brings me up to him. And his fans and friends also hate me because they know how much Nick hates me. So just by theory of electricity, if you will. This is the cat? No, this is not the castle. Mysterious. Anyways. I know there was a slider going around over there. I don't know why I'm going through this fucking forest, though. Aside from that, this is part of the whole run. Okay, yeah, you know what, though? Here, let's look at the chat. Shut up. This battery's screeching at me. Fucking Amazon battery. They react like any normal person would to hearing Nick's stories. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna say that Nancy shit with my revolver in your mouth, Rekieta. Why do you need to know this about another man? Yeah, Rekieta, see, that's the thing. Rekieta thinks he's being funny. That's why he says this stuff. Audience was spamming for him to cover Nick. Yeah, that's a thing. All of these people, for the longest time, wanted constantly. There is a huge schism behind the scenes, by the way, with specifically Yellow Umbrella. I'm pretty sure Yellow and Umbrella hate each other. They hate each other's guts now, but they're also brutally treading water. Their views have dropped off by about 90 to 95% now. The people who liked them, a lot of them just despise them now. Their audience has been shrinking, of course, but that's natural because the only audience they had were people who were just obsessed with celebrity bullshit. This 24/7 spew of internet celebrity bullshit. Medicare sucks anyways. Cancer laugh is his only shtick. Well, here's the thing about Medicare, and somebody else says, I don't get the Jim worship. Here's the thing. I liked Jim Medicare. I liked him when he did edited videos, when he actually worked on videos. And I remember even he said, you know, as soon as I get a Patreon and start getting, you know, monetization stuff, I'm just going to get lazy. Because he saw what happened to Spoonie. He did a video about Spoonie. Huh. Anyways. So I kind of knew what the end result was. And then it's also theorized that he was so panicked and shilling for how COVID was going to kill everyone that he started chain smoking to the point where he got cancer. But you know, he doesn't really talk about that anymore. So who's to say? I don't know. You know me, I don't like to speculate. I mean, I actually don't. Most of the time, it's just stuff I've actually personally witnessed. So it's stuff that I'm, is this supposed to? Nope. Wait, where am I? Holy shit. This. I need a machete. Anyways, new Alyssa clip. Didn't he also do an underwear stream with Camel? Yeah, he did, the one where he had that big, meltdown about how much he wants to have sex with Mandy. And, yeah, I did want to record a video about that, but Kiwi Farms wouldn't load, so I couldn't. Very sad, but I might still try that later. And it will be a Subscribestar Pay Pig exclusive. But we still got a bunch of Subscribestar exclusives that are constantly going up. And they're great, classic videos right now. Right this second. Every 5 days, actually, is another video goes up that's completely unique. And it's also stuff like this that nobody else talks about, and it's from months and months ago, or a year ago, almost, when nobody else was talking about any of this. Kino Casino wouldn't cover this stuff about Rekieta. And they're only doing it now, which is basically they're swimming in our wake. They're Kino Casino, unironically, this is not my speculation. I'm not accusing them or anything. I'm just saying Kino Casino is directly copying off of our material. They're clearly big fans of ours. And, that's not my speculation, because they're straight up saying stuff that we had said months and months earlier, sometimes verbatim. Okay, this guy I think I can get. Yes. That's the last bullet from my scar. Okay. I wonder if there is something in the middle of this. It's not even marked on the map as anything, except for scribbles. But, you know what? I think I'm going to go look and see what the new Alyssa clips is, and maybe cue that up. Did he also have some under? Yeah, he did. Zia, her shitty name feels empty without Jim Tuner. Yeah, where's Jim Tuner? What's he doing? He's usually here in the middle of the night. It's probably too early, I guess. Too early in the day. What time is it? 5:21 p.m. So yeah, if it was, maybe it was 5:21 a.m. he'd be here. He'll probably leave a comment later. Hell, big ups to Jim Tuner. Jim Tuner, who, by the way, has been watching and commenting on our videos for years, on the old channel that got false flagged by Nick Rekieta's friends and banned. With Nick Rekieta suddenly not having anything to say about freedom of speech. In fact, I thought that was a pretty astute observation by Kino Casino. I'll give him credit for saying something that we had been saying for years also about Rekieta, but that the whole freedom of speech thing, because he, well, here's what they said. They said that he copyright struck one of the Alyssa clips about, wait, that's a slider, isn't it? I don't know. He copyright struck the one about Mandy, where he was thirsting for Mandy, and that she won the appeal, which I don't think that's actually what happened. I think what happened was he asked her to take it down, and she agreed. She was like, okay, fine. Because, like, out of sympathy, because he probably explained as like, oh, this is damaging my marriage. Could you take it down? And she was like, oh, okay. You know, to be sympathetic. He probably asked nice. But the way they said it on Kino Casino yesterday was that he struck her channel, and that she appealed it and won the copyright strike. I don't think that's what happened, though. I was thinking of DMing her and asking, but I'm pretty sure I know that that's not what happened. That Rekieta didn't strike, but they were saying that, you know, Rekieta is so much for the free speech absolutist. But here's the thing, is that Rekieta's friends have openly been not only striking channels in general, but specifically my old channel, which got banned because Rekieta's friends were striking it. Rekieta's friends were paying other people. There's a public paper trail of Rekieta's friends, Ethan Van Sciver in particular. But the thing is that Yellow Umbrella, or that Umbrella guy specifically, was getting his audience. He was making up death threats against his family, claiming that we had made death threats against his family, which the evidence proved that we didn't. But, of course, Tug would never show the evidence. It would defeat the purpose. So, but he still kept pushing for a long time that we had been making death threats against his family, and therefore, you know, should be banned. And he had his fans flagging our accounts constantly. And we were constantly, just not even on YouTube, but like on Twitter and so on. I still have screenshots of tweets just making fun of that Umbrella guy. Getting reported, and it's saying like, under German law, we have to inform you. And it's like, oh, under German law? Okay, I guess. But, what the hell? was like, we have to inform you that this tweet doesn't violate German law, but that, you know, it's basically to indicate that somebody had attempted to report it under German law. And it was a tweet, just, again, making a joke at that umbrella guy's expense. Specifically the joke about him pointing a gun at his own daughter's head and screaming at her to be cute for YouTube so he can get more clicks. Which is basically, it's a joke based on what he actually does. He essentially holds his family, not hostage necessarily, but he uses them for, he exploits his family for YouTube attention. And that's, again, that's not my speculation. That's not what I think. I knew it. I knew I was going to run right into that. But something that Kiwi Farms specifically had also been pointing out, had been saying that that umbrella guy is a child abuser because of how he exploits his children to the point where he's fabricating death threat hoaxes towards his children. He's telling his children, or telling YouTube, that people want to kill his children when they don't. And again, he doesn't have any evidence. In fact, the evidence shows the exact opposite. And while that umbrella guy was doing this, rekieta was promoting him, having him on as a guest. It's interesting. rekieta is fine with having a guy who fakes death threats against his children and family as a guest, but he won't have me on as a guest, the person who the death threats are being faked about. Or that he's faking death threats coming from me, allegedly. Not allegedly, of course. He was. The death threats are for real fake. It's just that he was alleging them. Is there something? No. Okay. Oh boy, where's gonna be the thing? I need to get back to. Whoa. Okay. Hold on. Hold the phone. Anyways. Oh, thanks for that. Wait, yeah, what was going on? What were you saying about Yellow Flash and that umbrella guy? Yeah, I just referred to them as Yellow Umbrella, which actually caught on so much that Ethan Van Sciver started calling them Yellow Umbrella, and other people in Comicsgate got mad about it. We actually have a YouTube clip. If you go on our Subscribe Star, again, I'd like this video to be public, but we are basically not legally able to without getting our channel struck. Or not even this channel, not this channel specifically. Oh boy. Almost walked right into that. Here, let's walk into this and see what happens. Yeah. I can't even move. Come on. What the? Get. Holy shit. See, that's why. It's a good thing I didn't walk into that. Even though I just did, but whatever. Here, alright. Are there still enemies around here? There shouldn't be any. See, this is the point of this, is now that I've killed every enemy in this entire game, all these scribbles are... Place it down, boy. Okay, I gotta get to the... Gotta find a sleepy area to sleep in. Here, let me play this, and I will...
That's the more than one reason.
I'll get up in a few
one
minutes.
reason is that, like, your
to look for the new
other
clip.
should be more than enough for you, right?
Stop that.
But...
Yeah, stop
in
that,
addition
guys.
to that, is that women are disgusting.
That's like the question mark stop from again Ethan, when one of his own customers was like, "Wow, you're a fucking fraud. I think I should sue you. You're the laziest piece of shit in the world," blah blah, and that kind of stuff. And Ethan's only response to that was just question mark and then stop. Like, he begging his own customers to stop criticizing him. That's what Nick rekieta just did to one of his own guests, because he's desperate for people to not make fun of him anymore. It hurts him. He's suffering. As he should be.
Malformed flesh creatures. And they're all fucking lopsided.
Because of people like you!
Are you trying to say that, like, slobber pockets are gross?
What? They're not
Never mind.
symmetrical.
They
Like,
aren't.
They look...
Never are.
Yeah,
Have you met a chicken taco that is symmetrical?
No.
No, you haven't. But have you eaten one?
do a
Look, you're half
Mexican joke.
Mexican. I know you've definitely
There.
eaten a chicken taco. Pollo
He
is a
said
taco
taco.
at some point in your life.
But look, so you shouldn't be out there looking at a. It's also just weak, and I think it's
Low
This game
moral
is strange.
character.
I hate the idea that like people think.
Here also, she said Rekieta asked her to take it down, no DMC. Yeah, that's what happened. It's a weird thing is that I don't think PPP and Worski remembered it wrong. I think they just wanted to tell a more damning story. And the funny thing is, there are more damning examples. Is it the red? Yeah, forget that. There are more damning examples that they could use towards Rekieta, but they don't mention them. They don't say anything. Come on. I'm gonna definitely need at least one more of these. They don't know anything about them, and it's funny because they're public information. It's just that nobody ever talks about them. And again, with the as always, with the oh shit, this is in pretty good condition. Is this? Fuck it. But you know what? Ugh, this fucking noise though. There we go. There's no reason that they can't know about it, but it's simply that nobody talks about it. It's public information. The evidence is right there, right in front of everyone, but people simply do not acknowledge it. Especially the stuff like mentioned, Tug is a top-tier scumbag. That's the thing is that why would anyone be friends with him in any way? Now, I understand having friends. Sometimes you have a friend, well, like PPP apparently is friends with Andy Worski. And I know some people are like, oh, Andy Worski, he's doing really good now. I don't give a shit. I don't hate Worski, but it's like, I don't understand why you would actually be friends with him. There are so many better choices. You could probably find some homeless drug addict who would be a better friend than Andy Worski. But still, the truth about it is that not that they're friends, it's that Worski owns the show, basically owns the channel and the house and so on and so forth. I definitely need to max out my sleep. There we go. And health. There we go. See, I did take those stupid health syringes that were here, weren't they? Anyways, okay. Here, I'm out of this, so just gonna have to drop it. Is there some? I don't know. What? Get. Oh no, now it's gone forever. Nope, wait, here it is. Here, I'll lay it to rest by this bed. Is this, no, wait. I just want to make sure those didn't have ammo in them. Okay. You know what, in fact... There. That's what it's for, isn't it? Here, you too. Okay. Okay. Huh. Yeah, alright. Wait a second. This? No. What am I thinking? Oh, I'm thinking of this, aren't I? Just 1 second, guys. Chyat. Is this full? No, it isn't. Oh, wait. Wait, it is, isn't it? Whatever. There. Okay, so anyways. You know what I should do is just keep going until it's a little bit more daytime. Although, well... Okay, I'm going to take another tour around. Seems deferential to PPP on stream. There's all sorts of situations. That's the thing, is that PPP is the actual talent, whereas Worski is the guy who... He owns the studio, the house they live in, that kind of shit. Apparently. That's how the story goes. Now, you know, maybe I'm wrong about some of that. I don't really keep track of that. That's just all the stuff I've heard is that PPP started Kino Casino when Worski was recovering and was like, hey, you know, can we, what if we team up and I basically am the sort of the secret host and you actually do the show part of the show. You're like PPP is the talent. PPP is the entertaining one, and Worski's the guy who wants to be the star without really being that interesting. I know some people, will say that he is interesting, but he's really not. He's a complete drag on the show every second that he's talking, pretty much. And it's a pretty large part of why I watch the show, but by large part, I mean 30% of why I don't watch the show. Did I say watch the show? I meant don't watch. I'm not subscribed to Kino Casino, but I tried it first, but it was kind of unwatchable. But the main reason, the 70% of why I don't, is because they basically are clueless. They're in the dark. Again, they don't know this. A lot of stuff about Rekieta that's more embarrassing than him. Than them trying to pretend that he struck Alyssa Clips's channel when he didn't. No, shit, here we go. When by far worse than that is that he has he surrounds himself with a very large community of people who do that constantly, and that he covers up for them, that he supports them. There we go. I want that guy. I want to kill him so bad. I can taste it. Come on, there it is. Yeah. Eat that. Jerk. Ah, okay, good. Maybe that was the last mimic in the entire game. So, yeah, but there's, all sorts of situations where he's surrounded with people. There was that one guy who said he was going to, he was a fan of Rekieta's and the whole circle, and he said he was going to pretend to call CPS on Tug, so that Tug could go around complaining and whining that they're calling CPS on me again. And, at first Tug used to blame me for that, when, of course, not only did we not do that, but the evidence proved that we didn't do it, and that he was making it up. So he started claiming that it was Amber Heard or Team Heard that was calling CPS on him. But again, first of all, it was nobody. Nobody was calling CPS on him. And nobody ever dug into that. Nobody ever even asked for evidence. Nobody said, hey, do you have proof of this? Where's some evidence? And the only evidence he had was like a blank CPS report that wasn't even filled in. Oh, wait, can I? What if I walk into this like the other thing? They're hitting me. Okay, well, you know what? No, nope. That never, first of all, yeah.
It never happened.
There we go. I'm subscribed at Tug Channel, to be honest. I keep my mouth closed. Well, it doesn't matter, because, there's a lot of people, again, there's a lot of people who simply just want... The reason why these people became popular is because they told everyone what they wanted to hear, even if it wasn't true. Most people ultimately do not care. Come on. If what they're being told is true or not. All they care about is that it's what they want to hear. That's the most important criteria for most people who are alive at all ever. Well, I should be wearing this on my back. There we go. So when it comes to the truth, people really don't give a shit. If it's salacious, it's entertaining, and I understand that. I understand something not being true because it's salacious, but then there's a lot of stuff that's not true that's not even salacious. It's just like a whiny cope from people who are pathetically desperate to drop to their knees and start licking the e-celeb piss off the floor. Why? Like, if you're subscribed to Tug, that is a description. I'm sorry to have to put it that way. I don't mean anything personal by it, but if you are subscribed to that umbrella guy, that is the nature of what you are. You're a person who loves to drink e-celeb piss. Because there is not an actual reason otherwise. To subscribe to somebody who is a pathological liar and child abuser, you are a fan of a child abuser. You enjoy child abusers. You enjoy patronizing and supporting and providing monetary support. What's it, to a child abuser, and you are morally indifferent to. Is there some way I can? No, I don't think so. These guys, the guys in that rock are lost cause. Clearly, there's not supposed to be guys in a rock, but it's like that's a bug they need to fix. Oh yeah, that's right. They did fix that a long time ago. I'm not playing the latest version of this game. I'm playing 1.0. The current version of this game is 2.7. So, but I'm playing 1.0 because it's fun, and because they got rid of this whole area, this single unified area. They got rid of it. They just erased it from the game and started from scratch, which is good. It's a good thing. But it also means that this interesting area is gone. They dumped the support for it, and I understand why, because it was probably to fix all of this to make it work properly. Probably would have been insane. And they're like, well, wait a second, let's start over. And sometimes that's what you got to do when you're making a game. When that's a slider. No, it's just pop-in. There's pop-in. You know, there's going to be pop-in. It's a video game. You got to understand that sometimes. Anyways, it's good. It's good. Yeah, here's the thing. I'm not bothered by if you have something to say about. Oh shit. Here we go. That's right. I put it here. If you have something to say about another channel or about some YouTuber who hates me, it doesn't matter. I don't have wrenches here, and I don't moderate the chat, and I'm never going to. I don't moderate. I'm not monetized. I'm never going to apply. I could apply for monetization right now. I don't want to. I don't want money. I don't want people to send me money through the YouTube platform, especially because it would just get cut with YouTube. I don't want to help make YouTube money. All these people who pretend to be anti-woke, if they're monetized on YouTube, they're making money for YouTube. They're helping the woke mob make money. You shouldn't believe anything they say, and if you do, then you are really gullible. You are more susceptible to propaganda than the average normie pig cattle. Here we go. He's still gonna hit me if I get too close, isn't he? They shouldn't be able to... Again, that's a bug they should fix. Oh yeah, they did. There. I am not sure there's anything left in this game to shoot. But you know what? I'm checking. In fact, I was going to go to this area, because there probably is stuff, but I'm going to check this forest again. Just give it one last pass, because I kind of ran away in a cowering terror. But anyways... someone should nick our CPS's ass. Our CPS's ass. I mean, I to be honest, I understand why people say that, because I am concerned. In fact, that's where the whole thing started. For anyone who doesn't remember, Nick Rekieta did multiple cope streams about me just making fun of the fact that his children were being raised badly. And again, this was in 2019, I think 2020 actually. But Kiwi Farms even posted about it. I remember somebody screenshotted it and sent it to me, where somebody said that they were laughing about the I think it was even someone who's maybe a fan of Rekieta's, but they said that they thought it was really funny that whenever I dropped just a sudden reference to Freddy Got Fingered, they really enjoyed that. And it's like, that's nice that somebody appreciates a good Freddy Got Fingered reference. Oh boy. Anyways. But yeah, that was the thing, is that it was clear from that time, and I don't know how other people simply didn't notice that, aside from people, of course, not wanting to notice. People ultimately would prefer an actual child abuser to somebody who is not going to sugarcoat it. That is, I mean, that's a history as old as the human race, so they say. They apparently, some people say that they hated Jesus Christ because he told them the truth. And I think that's a good opportunity for me to compare myself to Jesus Christ. I think there's a good opportunity for Doug TenNapel to have compared me to Jesus Christ. Did he do that? I think he did. Perhaps in a roundabout way, but yeah. Certainly closer than Nick Rekieta is ever going to be. But anyways, what was I saying? I don't know. Maybe I should think about it. But every spot, every tree or bush that is like not even fully rendered in, I'm like, is that a guy? No. You said you're subscribed to him, but you would say anything I was agreeing with Mark. Speak freely. Yeah, basically they're saying to the guy, yeah, I don't know what he was talking about, how, yeah, if you're subscribed to Tug, I don't care what you have to say about him, but it is true that you are a fan of, I mean, I know a lot of people subscribe to YouTubers and then just stop watching their videos. That happens a lot. I do that. I'm subscribed to people out of general support or former support, and then time will go by. But the thing is, what I'll usually do is if, like with Razor Fist. Wait, what the hell is this? Oh, that's yeah, okay. Never mind. Like with Razor Fist, he just started doing political videos. I subscribed to him because he would do funny reviews of 80s action flicks. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then some, vaguely trolly, hyperbole-laden reviews of video games. And he would also occasionally review, or at least talk about comics and review them. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. I'll subscribe to him. And after a while, he would just do political videos. And it was stuff that I either agreed with or didn't care about. So I just unsubscribed to him. And since then, he has been having a sort of personal implosion that has just been nonstop. And I have not missed watching any of his videos. He did a Metal Mythos on Alice Cooper, which back in the day I was really looking forward to. I was like, oh man, he's going to do that someday, and that's going to be cool. He released that, and I haven't watched it, and I don't think I don't really care, because now he's just... Oh, shit. Now he's just cringe. He's embarrassing. He's a complete cheese dick. He's utterly self-serious. He's the one thing he needed to not be. He... Oh, fuck. No. I was about to load anyways. He became Spoony, including the meltdown. And now he fucking has whiny bitch fits when people make fun of pit bulls. When people are like, pit bulls are bad dogs, they're bad animals. They shouldn't even exist, they should be destroyed. Fucking pseudo Spoony, or metal Spoony, as we sometimes call him, Razor Fist, will just start crying like a bitch about it. And it's embarrassing. And if I hadn't already unsubscribed to him, but that's the thing, is that I have like a instead of a 0 tolerance policy, I have a 1 tolerance policy. If you post one thing that is just irredeemably cringe, then I'm just going to unsubscribe. And it's very easy to avoid. There's, most of the people I'm subscribed to, like Justin Huang, I'm subscribed to him. I don't even watch most of his videos. Although he posted a new one and I watched that, and that one was good. Especially because those are kind of the perfect length. I'm subscribed to Native Birds, who does some of the best reviews on all of YouTube, and I don't think he even has 1,000 I think he has at least 1,000, but he doesn't even have 10,000. I think he doesn't even have 5,000. But his reviews of the Transformers movies and the Twilight movies are some of the best reviews. I think they're better than Red Letter Media's reviews of movies. And I really love Red Letter Media. Red Letter Media did another Star Trek trivia challenge that was fantastic. Fucking Mike was such a sore winner. That was fucking great to see. Which, by the way, another thing, another red flag, basically. From Razor Fist is Razor Fist legitimately gets whiny and bitchy. To quote Dr. Chilton, quantifiably bitchy over Red Letter Media because they got popular for criticizing the Star Wars prequels, which, by the way, are objectively bad movies. They're stupid movies that are not fun to watch. They're unfun movies to watch. Even if there was some other... This is basically empty, though. That's good. You know, this is good to know. I should, hold on. I have to make sure that this is marked now. Scratch off the parts where I've... Oh, no. Oh, okay. Never mind. Scratch off the parts where I've killed all the enemies. I know I've done this area, too, because there's a bunch of them. And you know what? This, too. And I think pretty much here. So... This, you know, I think I went through that forest before. Then there's this area. So I think I'm going to make a tour to that area, and then I'm going to consider myself to have killed every enemy in this game that can be killed, except for that one or two that were in that rock, and then anything that gets spawned by that fucking... No, I don't have a scope, but that fucking thing. Because it just spawns infinite enemies that actually die on their own if you leave them alone. So... And also the big thing cannot be killed, even though it's a shame. It has a visible weak point. It just doesn't take damage from it. It's very weird. Anyways. Pitbull memes are one of the great... Yeah, that's the thing, is that Razor Fist gets angry, unironically angry, at Pitbull memes. I have that screenshot of somebody just posting... Pitbull meme, like Pitbull meme holding the sunglasses on. And it's like when you have an owner that has loved you and cared for you for 10 years, but a baby makes too much noise in the next room, so you rip its throat out. And Razor Fist just had this fucking whiny, one of the most effeminate things in the history of the entire internet. There is no person more effeminate than a YouTuber who insists that they're a tough badass. The gayest nerds in the entire history of the internet, and really the entire human race, of course. When I say the internet, that really means the human race. But the gayest losers are the people who go around making a show of what tough badasses they're supposed to be. Check out Tug's thread. Yeah, I do highly recommend. Tug's thread on the farms is actually important. I wish I could do a deep dive about it, but it's like 250 pages. There kind of does need to be a best of. I would, if somebody could link me to specific pages that have, you know, a really good sum ups, or screen caps of good posts, something, or links to posts in his thread, I would definitely do, many streams. I could do many streams about them. Because all of that's worth documenting, and if Kiwi Farms did disappear, all of that would just disappear. All of the evidence, all of the receipts, as the Squiddos say, would be gone. And that is one other thing. That's why Tug wants Kiwi Farms to disappear. Especially because one of the things specific... We have done videos about this. We've done videos about the stuff they said and, you know, the receipts and so on Kiwi Farms. Specifically, we did a handful of videos, and all of them are on our Subscribestar. And again, because they have to be, otherwise they would just get false flagged by Tug and his friends and his audience and so on. But we have several videos about how Tug's wife was catfishing dudes for dick pics. And you can donate to us, the monetary equivalent of a typewriter to us. You can also just go to D&V Investigates, Vicky versus, it's DA and Vicky versus channel, where they've done a couple streams where they go over the evidence, the receipts, there were a few things, a handful of things You know how much I like things. But there were a few, well, a lot of, oh, that's right, leaked DMs, and from the guys that she catfished. Tug's wife catfished all sorts of guys, and it was very clear that Tug was aware of it, because they had been, collectively, they had catfished guys to scam them. One guy got invited out to their state and then just completely stranded and ghosted. And specifically, I confronted Nick Rekieta about this. I was like, "Hey, Nick, did you know anything about this?" And he admitted that he did. He said, "Yeah, I heard about this." Oh shit! Again, oh boy. Can I get this out? Did I run through this entire... Come on. Is this just gonna kill me? I don't even know. I think it's supposed to attract enemies, but if there's no enemies... Huh. I've never had that happen before, actually. I guess it just got bored and let me go. Again, I think it is supposed to lure any nearby enemies around, but if there aren't any... If I've killed all of them... In fact... I'm near this forest. Yep, I was gonna go and check this out. Did that damage me? I think that did. Maybe. You know what? I will go take a sleep in this game. I'm not focusing on the things. I think Tug's into humiliation cucks. Yeah, Tug is actually a cuckold. That's not even an accusation. That's not speculated on. That was proven. There was basically irrefutable evidence. And of course, you can't spell irrefutable without fuda, but it was proven that Tug, oh, here we go, is an actual cuckold. What am I doing? Oh, okay. Oh no, it jammed. But yeah, considering that his... Hold on. It never happened. Considering that his wife was catfishing dudes for dick pics and so on, and apparently it wasn't just catfishing dudes for dick pics. There was more to it than that. But also, she started spreading around the dick pics and posting them and trying to blackmail guys with them. Along with, of course, making weird offers to guys to come out across multiple states to meet her. And there were guys in Comicsgate. There were Comicsgate supporters who believed in the movement, who were like, "Oh man, I'm friends with..." And that, you know what, this also doesn't even get into the Slick Jimmy stuff, who is a convicted pedophile, who is close personal family friends with that Umbrella guy, to the point where he was talking about how much he loved spending time with that Umbrella guy's child, his 5-year-old daughter. And this was before he was arrested for possession of child pornography. So again, what kind of person is making up death threats against their children while being friends with actual convicted pedophiles? That's something that, again, Nick Rekieta has completely dodged discussing or admitting to. And on top of that, nobody else ever brings it up. I think that's, again, I think that's worth at least acknowledging and thinking about. But that is the way, that's the nature of these YouTube cabals and tribes, is that if you think about it, other people, well, you know what, maybe I should try and bring this back. If you think about it, or if you allow other people to think about it, then it becomes incriminating, it becomes embarrassing to you, and then you have to address it, and so on and so forth. But the fact is, it wasn't just that Slick Jimmy was a convicted pedophile, and that he had promoted and been a part of, he had been a Comicsgate creator, he had been promoted by most of the people in Comicsgate, and been befriended by them multiple times, constantly befriending them over and over again. But that he was friends with these people. What kind of... I gotta just ask, because, to be honest, nobody ever seems to think about this or address this either. But what kind of person accidentally makes friends with a pedophile and lets them have personal time with your daughter? I don't think that's just some coincidence or an accident. I can understand how that could happen on accident. That it's like, oh man, we had no idea about this guy. But really, if you look at the stuff he was into, it's not really that mysterious. It was kind of obvious that something was up with that guy. He was not a guy to make friends with or have around your children. Very blatantly. There's really no mistaking that. There's no other way to see it. I should do this. All right. Yeah, like that. What? I don't know. Did I just did? What am I doing? Okay, hold on. This I can't really even use. Although I could put it in here. Yay. Okay. Anyways, yeah, they loved Slick Jimmy, and again, there was nothing really redeeming about Slick Jimmy even before the pedophilia stuff was found out. So that alone is very sus. Anyways, here, let's finally get back to playing this.
You think that they can sell you on anything
some of the other
if they
stuff
put boobs next to
afterwards.
it?
No, I agree with that. That's
yeah,
stupid.
and so I've just like, I think my brain has just like completely pushed in the opposite direction where I'm like, oh, you're trying to fucking use sex appeal on me? Die. Let
me do
saying
this.
that to Nick?
People misunderstand this.
He's saying that to Nick.
Guys, I went to college at a place that
I don't believe
was.
you.
Yeah, right away the guy says, I don't
It was
believe
called Southwest
I don't
State
either.
University.
I agree
but
with this
then
guy.
they had
I
to
don't believe
change it
Nick
to
either.
Southwest Minnesota State University because there's an actual Southwest State University that's popular.
Is this again?
It's not in Minnesota.
Is this supposed to be
Southwest
funny?
Minnesota State University in Marshall, Minnesota.
That's
Here's what I gotta
fascinating,
say.
Nick. Wow.
There's about
Thrilling.
3 total hot women on campus. The rest of them look like.
So you're doing underwear parties, but none of the girls are hot. But then you're gonna basically, like, again, it's just gonna be a tornado of contradictions.
Sticks of butter that have been in a microwave. And if you
So
think
you
I'm joking, I'm serious. There are literally 3 of them. One was Lady Rackets, and before she was dating me,
you're telling me
No.
to stop.
No.
Oh, my
seriously.
wife was one of the only 3 hot people in the whole Tri-County
Dude,
area.
I'm not joshing you. This girl, when I met her,
They're not buying
she
it.
looks way better now.
They know
But
that
when I
this
met
is
her, she's
just
just
horse
like
shit too.
110-pound, blonde, curly-haired thing that's
You're
cute.
sitting there telling me to stop, and yet look at you.
No,
Look at you
everybody
going.
knows I'm a simp for my wife.
You know what color your wife's eyes are? You fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I
You
do.
weirdo.
They're like this weird pale gray. She kind of hates them.
They
You
call
don't
him a
spend- You don't
weirdo.
spend
They're
all
not
your
blue
time
enough to
looking
be
at
Aryan.
underwear cheerleader eyes instead.
No,
a
so
joke.
that's the funny thing. I'm trying to get this. I'm
Is
trying
that
to
the
get this
funny
across.
That's funny,
Most
Nick?
of the
That's a funny
cheerleaders
thing.
on our
Oh,
cheerleading
okay.
squad were not hot. So like the underwear thing.
But you like butter.
Was no? I hate fat women. I don't just dislike fat women or disregard them. I actively hate them. I want them.
Wait, so you're telling me if a fat woman is in her underwear, you don't want to look at that?
No, I want her
As
to
a
literally
joke?
put. I want her to put the non-trigger disciplined gun in her mouth and kill herself.
Then why are you having
No,
underwear
Matt,
parties?
you don't
with
understand
him?
this about me.
Perchance,
He
would
can't
you
keep
have
his story
started
straight.
This joke.
Yeah, they're trying
Because
to tell
Said
him.
you wanted to
were,
see them.
You're the
there were
one who
about
brought this
4
up, Nick.
hot cheerleaders.
And now the numbers
The
have gone
number
up.
keeps changing.
The number keeps. Both of them jumped on
There
how
were 3 hot
his
women on
numbers
campus,
changed.
but there were 4 hot cheerleaders because that's how math works. I'm not Asian.
He
I
caught
don't know
himself
how
in
to
a
explain
lie,
this.
of course.
You rice
He blew it.
I
Again,
can literally
Nick
tell you
blew
their
it.
names.
This is some lawyer math going on. Here.
Kristen, Dana, Melissa, Kayla, they're all hot. But no,
He
Lady
still
Rackets,
remembers their names.
of course I do.
Hmm.
Lady
Somebody
Rackets,
somebody in the comments for this video mentioned that one of the names that he mentioned was one of the same names from the swinger, the cuck in the wild. The wife of the cuck in the wild apparently had the same name. That's what they said in the comments anyways. That's interesting. Here,
This was hot. She was actually one of the hottest women on campus. One of the other girls who's hot was a dancer. She wasn't a cheerleader. Lady Raggets, before we were dating, tried to help me give her like a flower thing on this specific day. And she's like, no, I only like black guys. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's funny.
Again,
but no,
so many
this,
people like
the
this.
whole like underwear in the
Interesting.
room thing was a joke for the most part.
It was a joke.
I feel like this has been a very productive
Literally a
therapy
joke.
session.
It's not.
Do you feel better?
Why would this be a therapy session?
Are you
Guys,
okay?
See, he's Nick is very bothered about just the fact that they're making fun of him to his face. He cannot handle that, and I know that from personal experience. Nick gets really pissed off. Especially what he does is what a lot of these YouTubers do is they try to play it off on the show, and as soon as the camera's off, they are fucking fuming. And usually they'll find the one friend they can trust to not blab about this to everyone else in public. And they'll say, this fucking asshole, he was saying this and that, and they'll sympathize with him, of course, they'll be on his side. So we'll never find out about him. Because all of these YouTubers, they have people who will keep their secrets from them. They could rape a baby to death. And as long as they're popular enough, somebody will be like, well, that baby must have deserved it. Nick Rekieta could kill one of his own children, and his fans would cover up for it. Let's see. Here, I'll play.
I tell literally everybody this story because it's funny to me.
He called them both ginger. Holy shit.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, again, they realize Nick is really put off.
Are you considering self-harm?
No.
See,
just want to check up on you, man.
Nick is the one who is not. They're both laughing at him, and Nick is actually stunned that they are making fun of him. He's like, I'm the biggest super chatter ever. How can you make fun of me? He doesn't think it should be possible.
I can tell you about considering self-harm was when I accepted a free haircut from a girl in my math study group.
Here's a very boring story too.
College. And when I'm sitting there, she's giving me a haircut. Her name was Ginger. She was nice. This is in college algebra.
Ginger.
We had a...
Here also, oh yeah, didn't someone say he called them both Ginger? Yeah, there's this girl in this story is Ginger. But he also says that this girl's fat and unattractive, and that, of course, just like all of these other girls, she hit on him too. She wanted him. All of these girls want him, but he didn't want them because he's monogamous. He doesn't cheat on his wife. Even before he was married. He's pushing this story that, and people believe it. You have to be a real piece of Samsonite to quote Dennis Miller, you have to be a piece of real Samsonite to actually believe Nick Rekieta was a virgin when he got married and has only had sex with one woman. I can believe that he's only had sex with one woman as long as you don't count him having sex with men. It was like, he said one woman. That means if the guys he had sex with aren't, they don't qualify. There's something else. Oh yeah, just another one of these guys. Another one of these guys. Here we go. Slap them with a big machete or bayonet. You junk when you got wounded when you fell on your bayonet when you were junk. I want to find that one, that Ray and Pete, the Shut Up Little Man clip of, I keep forgetting which one's Ray and Pete. I think Pete was the gay one. And I gave my rationalization. It's like, you wouldn't expect Ray to be the gay one, so it's actually Ray, but no. It's the other way around. What is that? Oh, that's one of the shacks, isn't it? I think so. I should go check it out. I should check it out. But, oh, wait, there's that slider. Can I? Yeah, right. Yes. Finally. Fucking got him. I think there might be another one. Again, I gotta clear out this area. I do have to clear out this area. Anyways, I immediately forgot what I was talking about. He said he used to go to a lot of house and techno shows in the late 90s. Not exactly super. Yeah, that's the thing. Even if he was straight then, going around to these things, the stories definitely don't add up. And considering that he is so frequently getting caught and catching himself, telling on himself, as they say, contradicting his own stories over and over again, or just straight out lying. And that's the thing also, is that people will simply... The fact that his fans act like he can't lie pretty much is the indicator that he is a liar. What is this? Yeah, fuck. I kind of want to use this, but it's worthless. I could keep it, though, I suppose. Every time an E-celeb is surrounded by fans who are convinced that his suspicious contradictory stories cannot possibly be false, that is sort of the psychic zeitgeist proof. That it's not the proof alone, but it's if you've really had any experience with how human nature, how the normie pig cattle mind works. It's almost a psychic, supernatural metaphysical guarantee that when some E-celeb has people who so vehemently insist that he cannot be a liar, that right there is at least, maybe not the proof, but the indication that he is a liar. And it's a phenomenon that for some reason has gone unexplored because it is verifiable and quantifiable thousands of times over. Aha. What time is it? 20... Ah, shit. I should have gone into the... In fact, I should find a safe house. But let me just kill this fucking thing first. It's got Earth Mama's natural night camo on him. Darn. Didn't do him any good, though. He blew up into meat confetti. Okay, let's see. I'll play this again.
Study group together, and she's like, "Oh, come by sometime. I'll give you a haircut." I'm like, "Cool." I go by. She's
cool?
cut half of my hair. Half of it, man.
Again, this is a bizarre story right here.
Hey,
There's something missing in this story. Very plain.
I kind of like you. Like, really like you. And I was like,
yeah, again, so many girls. They
God
just...
damn it.
So many of them like him.
No.
You have a razor at my neck right now, shaving my beard. And she goes, "Do you think we want to go out sometime?"
Oh
Matt,
my God.
Pop quiz. What do you do? This girl is
Stop
fat.
associating with females.
No. Ivan,
No, bro, okay. Like,
Ivan, you
actually,
faggot,
problem
stop
solving.
it.
Problem
No,
solving.
Matt, you're a humble man, and you're
Nick getting
poor,
pissed again, though.
right? So you can't afford a haircut, and then you go and like Ginger's like, "Hey, we're math buddies.
Ginger.
Do you want to come to my my barber table? I'll cut your
Yeah,
hair for free."
no, but so then you're in the situation. So what would I do?
In the middle of this, in the middle of
start
your
asking
free
questions.
haircut, she says, "Hey,
Yeah.
you want to hang out sometime?" Like
I would just
for
start asking
longer?"
questions. Oh, what would we do? Do you know
She's
any
like-
good places for that? You know,
It's
like,
funny,
That's what I would
these
do.
are-
We just sit around your room, maybe like I'd kiss you or whatever.
This is what it's like for Nick to have actual funny people on as guests. And Nick doesn't really know how to handle it because he's never really had actual funny people on. He's had people who who help convince him that he's funny, people who kiss his ass. But as far as people who are actually good at being funny, doesn't know what that's like. It's kind of bizarre, but I kind of wish that he would have Mersh on, because Mersh has been absolutely sucking his dick for years now in a way that is genuinely pathetic. Whoa. And I don't even hate Mersh. I generally I liked Revenge of the Sis back in was it 2017 or 2018 when somebody linked to it. The stuff joking about Teddy Spaghetti I thought was funny. I still think is pretty funny. They can be funny. But the thing is that Mersha's essentially brought low the same way that somebody like Razor Fist is, where it's just a very obvious weak spot that he, for some reason, he cannot do anything about. So let's see. I have... Huh. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been here. But there's a train track. Wait. I just realized that leaves the map. I gotta go this way. Should I go into the creepy woods? Perhaps I will. I don't hear anything. I hear the fucking battery, but why is that battery backup beeping whenever my computer... It seems to be implying that it's kicking in as if it's losing power just because my computer is running too hot. That's going to be annoying because my previous battery backup didn't do that, but what it would do after a couple years is just start screeching endlessly until I shut it off, which meant I couldn't do anything on it. Okay. Whoa. Creepy noises again. Okay. I'm getting engrossed. I'm really just doing this just to play this game. That's all I want to do here. Someone made a good point. How many 18 to 20-year-old women know how to use a straight razor? Yeah, that's kind of bizarre. That sounds like either there's a lot of missing story about, like, well, you know, she was raised by her dad who taught her how to straight razor, you know, and she had 4 brothers, something like that. Or the story is just straight up a lie, which I think is more likely considering Nick Rekieta's history. Nick Rekieta has a very long history of just constantly lying whenever he's cornered, or especially, and this is very important, when he wants to try to tell a story that makes him look good. Like, say, when he wants to tell a story about how some girl wanted to have sex with him, and that specifically he turned her down because she wasn't even hot enough. She was fat, which he doesn't even describe what that is. In fact, he uses, like, fucking Carlos Mencia tier jokes to try to be like, she was so fat, she was like an entire taco truck, because she was Mexican, so she went to this Mexican restaurant, and it was like, she was an entire gordita, and it's like, okay, we get it, Mexican references, Taco Bell references. She was shaped like a Taco Bell. Yeah, I get it. I've heard of these things before. I've heard of them from the comedians you stole these lines from. Carlos Mencia, though, actually funnier than Nick Rekieta. Here we go. Yeah, I thought so. What the? There. Yeah, like how fat was she? She was so fat that when she tried to walk, she would draw a blank. She was so fat, she couldn't pay attention. What? Let's see. This is the forest. Yeah, I basically cleared most of this, haven't I? But you know what? This area, I got to do that area. And I think this will basically be it. Again, there may still be some stragglers, but if I've cleared out the whole area, the whole game, if I can run around and not even see any enemies, that's
in
pretty
your
good.
room,
But where?
Oh shit!
your dorm room,
I'm homeless.
on your couch.
Yeah, I don't have that.
You do
Again,
that. I've been there.
One of the best things is if you haven't heard of Yes and, it's improv comedy, or just improv in general tactic, is that when somebody throws out a premise, you go yes and, like, it's like, oh, are we going to the whack? One of the best clips about this is of course, the wonderful Louis C.K. The primo girl jacker offer in front of her. Louis C.K. on Opie and Anthony talking about improv comedy and how... I think he was talking about radio holes, in fact. Huh. There's a campfire. Oh shit. Okay, nope, you're not getting me. Come on. Right into it. And you know what? Directly onto the campfire, there's ammo here. There's just free ammo here. Shit. And food, of course. You know what? Just... Oh, I accidentally closed it here. Oh no, it's making... The food is making... Come on! I just rammed this knife right into my throat. Oh, God. Yeah, God. Okay. I will find a safe house. But also, I will have a cigarette first. And here, let's play this.
I'm in trouble now because you've been there.
What do you do with that? You know what I thought I would do? Because here's what I did. I said, I'm not into you at all. I risked the razor to
Oh,
the
you did
throat.
that?
Yeah, I did. I did that. I said, I'm not into you in that way at all. I'm so sorry. I literally just know how to do algebra.
Literally.
Like an Indian.
Then what happened?
And it's weird?
She
Is it
finished
weird
the
too?
haircut. She didn't charge me, and I didn't die. I don't know how.
Why would you
I thought
be
I was gonna
paying
die
for this haircut?
I thought she was gonna kill me right there, or charge. I was gonna
Really?
pay her $100. Here's.
That's also weird. First of all, weird. $100 for a haircut? Why would you pay $100? Why would you pay $50? I don't care if somebody's an expert with a straight razor. Why would you even pay like $25 in today's money, let alone whenever this was supposed to be 20 years ago? So much about this story just stinks in every single way. It's so fake, every part of it. And you can tell the guys he has on, the guys he's on the stream with are not buying it. But they're also they're being very nice to him by just kind of going along with it and being funny by making fun of him. The thing is that Nick is not actually a funny person, so he doesn't understand when somebody mocks him out of actually being funny. He doesn't really... shit. Well, I'm okay for now, but I'm looking for this... What the hell is this? I don't know what that is. Every time I lose my train of thought, it's like, oh, let's just play this again.
Here's every haircut you've ever done.
Oh, but for some reason, it's pausing when it goes into a song, but... Here, I just wanted, again, to bump the clips. Whoa. Okay, this is basically... I basically have cleared this. That's good. This whole forest area. I think. Let me overlook this. I don't see anything moving or running around. So yeah, I think I have basically cleared out this whole game now. Sweet. So that is the kill everything run. I'm going to keep patrolling, running around while playing this. But I just wanted to throw some clips in between. Because there is another rekieta clip that's shorter. But before that, I just wanted to listen to a nice soothing song. One of my favorite, a real classic. Yeah.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got.
The song about
Taking
this
a
game.
break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? All those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail, and your little angel hung the cat up by its tail, and your third fiance didn't show. Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. Roll out of bed, Mr. Coffee's dead. The morning's looking bright. And your shrink ran off to Europe and didn't even write. And your husband wants to be a girl.
What? Well, hold on a second. Oh no, I can't believe it. Nick rekieta ruined this song too. The songs Nick rekieta had to show up in this song too, of all things. It's ruined. I'm sorry, everyone. Show is ruined. The whole show. I like the song. I've never watched Cheers. It's been on, of course. It just never watched it.
There's one place in the world where everybody knows
I love the full theme song, though. It's wonderful.
And they're always glad you came. You wanna go where people know people are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name. Where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. Where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. Where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came.
Oh, delightful. Delightful and delicious. Is there another slide around here? I think I did kill all of them, but there's gotta be. I have to check.
Lofty confirmed. Also, Nick
Oh,
only wears thongs
great.
to protect from zippers.
Oh,
It's a long story, guys. Here's the short story.
Guys, thongs.
Yes. I bought Lady Rackets all of the lingerie on the plane.
Again, that is the Nick Rekieta sense of humor, is just saying thongs. Guys, thongs, that's pretty much it. That's the whole sense of humor. That's the beginning, end, that's the punchline, that's the setup. It's all of it combined. But here, these are the same guys, and they're one of them, you can't see it unless you watch the clip. Again, check out Alyssa clips, and you can watch this. But the other guy on camera just has I think somebody says it's a Webley. I'm not sure if it really is. It might be though. But he just has a revolver and he just starts pointing it at the screen like he wants to shoot Rekieta.
In it because lingerie on women is great. But when we ran out of lingerie to buy, she's like, "I'll buy you
lingerie on women, right?"
And she bought me lingerie with the zipper.
Wait, hold on. I gotta interrupt you. Interrupt you. Ivan?
Yeah.
I also have to interrupt. I have to interrupt him interrupting Nick. But Nick Rekieta's again. Rekieta's like, I'm not a swinger. I'm not a degenerate. I've always been a degenerate. Back and forth always. But again, it's like, I'm not a swinger, but my wife bought me a fucking man thong bikini with a zipper on it. Oh, fuck. That fucking thing was hiding from me. Here, I'll do this. But, yeah, again, it's like, how you are a swinger. Come on. You're wearing gay, your wife is buying you this stuff. You're doing drugs with her. You're going to hedonism where you're nude. Like that's always the thing is like, okay, you can go to hedonism too and be naked in a nudist colony. It doesn't mean you're a swinger, but it's just not true. It's statistically, it's like 1% chance, and the 1% chance is like a guy who usually is like, well, I tried it anyways, something like that. They'll come out and admit that yes, there was some occurrence where they tried, wife swapping or whatever. And the specific details of a guy who goes to like a nudist colony and it's not about sex, and he goes to hedonism too, but not to wife swap or to swing, is the details of the kind of guy who does that is a complete mismatch. Oh no, I saved it in a different file. Is a complete mismatch for Rekieta. Rekieta's behavior, Rekieta's personality, who Rekieta is. Rekieta, like the kind of guy who does that doesn't get caught lying over and over again and trying to make excuses for how he doesn't do this or that stuff that he does. And stuff that he admits to and then tries to backpedal on when people mock him about it. That is the kind of guy. Nick Rekieta is that, and that is the antithesis of a guy who isn't a cuck. Which is a very, very inverted way of saying Nick Rekieta is a cuck. It's very obvious that he actually is, and that he knows. He saw what happened to Jack Murphy in person, directly. He was there watching it. He was there laughing at Jack Murphy. He knows that if people found out about him being the exact same kind of person, he knows exactly what he would be in for. There would be no exceptions. In fact, people would be even harsher on rekieta than they would be on Jack Murphy, because rekieta was one of the guys who was especially this is the most suspicious thing, is that rekieta was putting on a big show of making fun of Jack Murphy. And when that was happening, I was like, rekieta, this is not going to be good for you, because people are going to, as they should, people are going to mock you for this, especially because one of the big giveaways of rekieta being a cuck is that he defended his friends who were caught cuckolds. That umbrella guy is one of the perfect examples. A lot really centers around his defending of... that's why I wouldn't even be surprised if Nick rekieta was also a pedophile. Because, again, he was going hard in the paint. He was marking out. He was being a fucking mark.
You fucking mark!
That is what I have to say about rekieta, but that's what he was doing for people who were caught being cuckolds, and he was actively running interference and damage control for the other YouTubers he was friends with, who were caught being cuckolds, and there was just no way around it. They were cuckolds, and Nick didn't like that they were being noticed as cuckolds. In fact, that was one of the things, is that when we started making fun of that umbrella guy, when we started doing, me and my brother were posting videos, a bunch of videos. We're doing more videos on our Subscribe Star, but we were also putting clips of them on the main channel. And it was earlier this year. I think it was around the beginning of the year. And all of a sudden, after we had done that for a week of just mocking that umbrella guy for being a caught and known cuckold, all of a sudden, that umbrella guy started pushing this hoax. He started making up this lie about me and my brother being in an incestuous relationship. And the thing is that proved that what we were saying about Tug being a cuck was getting under his skin, and that he had no recourse except to just make something up. And it's important to remember that while Tug was lying about that, rekieta was then pushing the lie, because he was helping to cover up for that umbrella guy being caught as a cuckold and mocked as a cuckold, which that alone further backs up that Nick rekieta is himself a cuckold. Shit. Should have known the fucking... If I even hear I gotta get the stupid fucking the advanced probes. But it also, in a way, that, again, through the psychic zeitgeist, basically incriminates anyone else who was doing damage control. Again, you're doing damage control for a cuckold. Why would you do that unless you are one yourself? So Nick, just by that, Nick rekieta's a cuckold. But then there's the hedonism 2 stuff, which is why we were able to call that so early. We knew that was going to come out, because he defended friends of hers who were just caught dead to rights multiple times over, and that he wouldn't. He wouldn't just admit it. Like, first of all, when that happened, like I remember, with Preston was doing cuck porn, and instead of me, notice that we never said Preston doesn't do that or Preston would never do that or anything like that. We're like, well, we actually said, well, that's not very cool. That's kind of lame. That's kind of sad. I'm not for that. I'm not in support of that. But at the same time, it was like, aside from that, I knew it. I always knew there's one guy left. Yes, that is definitely worth a save scum. But and then it was Preston himself who had a meltdown following that. Interestingly enough, over that the other guy who was posting stuff that he was making a... Oh yeah, again, here's a... Okay, where? Hello. slider, get over here. Damn it. Damn it. Wait. Where is it? Is it on this side or on the other side? Damn it. Okay. No, I'm not getting close to that. Anyways, yeah, it's really bizarre. It is weird, you could say, just how much of the lore that I'm exposed to. I didn't want to. I never asked for this. But it's just stuff that I've been, yeah, okay, yeah, this is definitely, it's in this direction. I wish shooting would draw more attention. That's what I want. I don't want to avoid attention. I want them to know where I am. Especially the sliders. What happened with that? Was it in Twitter? I don't have a Twitter account. Well, which one specifically? He reads Playboy for... That is what, yeah, rekieta sounds like one of the guys who swears up and down that he only reads Playboy for the articles. It's like, oh, so you have Playboy, but you really legitimately never even looked at the... rekieta's the kind of guy who would insist constantly that he never even... That is definitely a guy. Is that a slider? I don't think that's a slider, but okay, there's some guys in here. Oh, that's it. Here we go. Okay, yeah, I gotta clear this area out then, don't I? More ammo. That's good. Huh. But anyways, yeah, what happened with that? I'm not sure what you were talking about, because I jumped topics. I derailed from a derailing of derailing. Is that guy doing the fucking hook'em horns there? I don't know. I'm pretty sure if I even step in this, though, it's poisonous and it'll start killing me. I don't want that. Yeah, wait, let me just save. Whoa. Can I even open the fucking menu again? No, I can. Okay, no, hold on a second. Can I open... I think Steam may have crashed, so this might actually... Oh, God, yeah, it's all kinds of fucked up. In fact, it may be only in the headset. It may not be all fucked up in the thing, but I'm going to have to definitely try and restart the thing. But from what I remember, it messes up the headset to a degree where I can't even play. You know what, though? I'm going to just play that last clip. And then I'll look at some stuff. So hold on a second.
Can you find out who asked?
I will go ahead and do some research here in the archive.
Who asked what?
Nobody fucking asked.
No, nobody asked, but Dylan's right there.
Anyway, so Lady Rackets buys me this mangeray and it has a zipper right over the penis. And the thing about...
How do you know what a penis is?
I asked Matt Walsh.
Oh.
That's a good answer.
Reasonable.
That's a solid one.
Yeah, so it's like this, it's not a thong. That's very racist. It's just briefs. But it has a zipper.
He doesn't even know what he's talking about
zip
anymore.
Down over the penis.
You have no
but the
idea
thing
what
is,
you're
it doesn't
talking
have
about,
that, like, jeans flap that covers the dick. And so it's just this exposed zipper. If you zip down and you're not paying attention, it zips your penis into the thing. And it hurt, Matt. It hurt me. Hard.
I feel like shit.
Yeah, here we go.
Hey, Monday, happy days. Hey, Wednesday, happy days. It's just one of those happy days.
Things not showing up now. Fuck.
It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everything is... Everything sucks. You don't really know why. But you want to justify ripping someone's head off. No human contact. And if you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet.
Just knock it off, you scumbucket.
It's just one of those days. It's just one of those happy days. It's just one of those happy days. It's just one of those happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to make stays. It's just one of those days, feeling like a freight train. First one to complain, leaves with the bloodstain. Damn right, I'm a maniac. You better shoot, cause I'm fucking up your program. And if you're stuck up, you just lock up. Next in line to get fucked up. You losing my cool.
Yeah.
It's just one of those happy days. It's just one of those happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle runs, ready to extend. Feel like shit.
Yeah.
My suggestion is keep your distance. Right now I'm dangerous. Right now I'm dangerous. Something's happening to the farm.
See ya.
My day keeps going this way and this way. I'm gonna pop you one so you'll stop playing games. Give me something great. Give me something great. I hope you know I like a chainsaw.
What?
A chainsaw. A motherfucking chainsaw. What? So come and get it.
What we got here is a case of mistaken identity, you know? See, now this here is not Robert.
Whatever.
All right, that's yeah, the game crashed in a way that
LibriVox recording. All
Twilight
LibriVox
of the
recordings
Idols.
are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org.
There, yeah. I need a few minutes. I'm gonna try to get the game working again, even though it's pretty much wrapped up. Basically, when the stream ends, it's going to be when the kill everything run of Into the Radius 1.0 is officially finished, and I'm gonna either uninstall it or just go back to reinstalling the latest version of the game, and maybe I could stream that. I don't know. I do have other games I can play too. Anyways, I think I will uninstall it though. But let me try. I think I'm going to have to close Steam VR, so this might take a few minutes, and it may still not work. If it doesn't, then I might have to just wrap up the stream for the night. But I did see that there are some other clips that went up, and I would like to play them. So we'll see. Hold on. Just give me a few minutes. Okay. I don't know. All right, this is on. Let's see if I can. I don't know if it's broadcasting me. I gotta open OVR Toolkit. This might be audible, so I might be talking. Hello. I'm talking. Let's see. It's opening OVR Toolkit. What else was there? I think that's it. I just have to open Into the Radius again. That's one reason why I'm gonna look forward to being done with this run, because, yeah, the old version of Into the Radius just has all these memory leaks and shit. That's not cool. Okay. Oh, chat's open again. Okay, am I audible? Is this on? Yarg. Here, wait, let me just try and open the game too, just in case. Yeah, I'll be able to get the screen blocker off after I'm totally for sure that this is on and working again. Can you hear it in the chat? I can see the chat. The attacks you suffered were those in Twitter. They were on Twitter and on their YouTube channels. So again, if you're watching their YouTube channels, you pretty much saw it in action. if you're watching regularly enough, again, though. Because I know, a lot of people will be subscribed to YouTube, but not watch everything that's on there. Holy shit. Okay, wait. I have the game open. Here. I will save. And open the menu, and let me...
So I
Activate. Hello. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep, this looks like it's working again. And I should be audible. I hope so. I sure hope so. So I was able to recover from the goofy crash. Oh boy, grass anomalies. Hello, bitch. I mean, paying gas. Yeah, good. Okay, that's good. What happened with that was on... Okay, yeah. Anyways, yeah, it wasn't, there was stuff on Twitter. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Here, let's, I queued up the new clips already. There we go. There's a couple of them. They're relatively short. One is with the, those same guys who were just making fun of, Nick to his face. And I kind of suspect that if people are like, wow, why are you guys being so mean to Rekieta, they would just be like, hey, it was just jokes. It's just jokes. There. Oh, yeah. This is the one I saw in the window. How much is that fragment in the window? Yeah. Here, let's see if this should play if I hit this.
very
Yeah,
toes in the car place because I'm not a car guy. I always loved fast cars. I always loved sports cars, muscle cars. I thought they were cool when I was a kid. I got a Mustang GT 500.
Yeah, he always loved driving drunk with his children in the car with him. And getting a brand new car, totaling it. Yeah, it's like we should gear up for some bizarre cope here. Let's listen.
And I was like every other car, I'm like, I can't wait. What?
Nothing.
Did you call me? Did you call me gay?
Yes, they should.
Did you say that?
Wait, did you hear that?
No, you can call me I'm fine with it. Call me gay. Anyway, so it's I like every other car because I'm not a car guy, right? Like I'm not gonna go and be like, wow, let me tune up this carburetor, whatever it is. I'm gonna pay someone to do it.
Shut up, you bitch.
I'm like a piece of shit. I don't want to learn about fixing a car. So I just want the car to...
They're calling him bitch, and I have to say, I do agree that I feel the same way about Nick Rekieta myself. I have also called him a bitch. Quantifiably, he's a bitch.
Go fast. That's what I wanted to do.
A gay bitch.
My man can't help but tell on himself.
Do you hire somebody else to piss through your cock or something?
No.
That's pretty...
Jesus Christ.
Gee, Nick didn't seem to think that one was funny. That's kind of odd because that was a really good line. Apparently too good for Nick because Nick did not like that. In fact, Nick really, that's the thing. Again, we've been saying this for years and being proven right every step of the way. Nick cannot handle being made fun of even a little bit. And in fact, him coping with that to say that he can is basically on its own proof that he can't as well. Oh, food. Here though, let's play this.
I'm sorry, bro.
No, I hired them to
objectively, I
pee
get the
into my
point you're making.
vagina so I can just pour it out. Because pee's stored in the balls. I don't have balls, so I need someone with balls to pee in my vagina. So I can then I can sit on the toilet and pretend to be a woman
again,
at least.
Nick doesn't even know where to go with this.
No, but
so he's just
I get the point you're making
it's just
makes
spiraling
sense.
into
It's just
randomness.
You're making it to two GM guys, and part of being a GM guy means that like,
dude, I would have bought one of the fucking Corvettes.
Stop! Not a C8, not a new one. No.
C8, yeah.
You know what?
The
You know when they
C8s are really fucking cool, man.
you know when they stopped making good Corvettes? 1989. That was the last good Corvette they ever made.
I like the C6.
The C8 is a
The
fucking
C6 is
monster.
To hot rod, it's cool. No, the C8's stupid.
The Z06 C8 is a fucking monster.
Horrible.
There's
That's
no
true.
way.
Why is the engine wrong?
That's Nick.
And also,
You know what?
why doesn't have a
I
real
just did
transmission?
that.
You know, Corvettes have been mid-engine since the C4. Fun fact.
Mid? Oh no, not mid.
Okay, anyway, so here's I'm trying to make a different point. No, so tipping the toes in though.
Yeah.
So like
Nick
you
doesn't
buy
like being
You buy
interrupted.
this car and where the fuck was I going with this? God, oh yeah.
And then you have a guy piss through your cock.
Yeah, that's true. That's all
Again-
true. That's not even part of the point. That's just my backstory.
Nick is giving that 0 because he is not happy about that. He doesn't like that that's at his expense. If it was at anyone else's expense, he would be forcing an extra hard laugh. But because it's at his expense, if someone said that to me, I would be laughing because that's funny. But Nick cannot do that because really, ultimately, he's a guy who pretends to have a good sense of humor, but in reality, he doesn't. I've seen many, many people like that. I've probably known that behavior better than anyone else
Story
in the history of the
the
human
real thing
race.
is you go and I'm like with every other car you buy,
oh,
like
shit.
every practical car that I buy, because I'm not a car
we
guy.
go.
I'm like, well, I want the warranty. Like I want the warranty to fix everything all the time because I never want to fix anything.
Yes.
I don't have time. I don't have patience. If the car doesn't work, I will throw it in a garbage can. Like I will hire someone to pick it up and put it in a garbage can. I'm not going to do it because I have
I
split
got
arms.
a guy for everything.
Yeah, well, look, I'm a YouTuber. I don't have time to do anything.
Again, that was a funny line. You got a guy for everything. And yeah, again, Nick is like, he's kind of on the ropes here, even though he doesn't really need to be. Oh, God. But, well, now I'm kind of glad that they got, oh, shit. You know what? Fuck it. I'm kind of glad that they got rid of the sleep meter. It's just going off too often. They should have made it so it's just bigger, so you could say, I don't know. I kind of like it. It's just that for the purposes of this run, falling asleep is Again, I don't know how that anomaly works. I don't know what the fuck it's doing. It kills me sometimes, somehow. Whatever. Nick Rekieta's clips is just putting me to sleep in this game. He's so boring. He has guests making him funnier.
Matt, look at these. They can't pick up a
This
car.
was-
Anyway.
This actually was, I'm so love to derail the derailing of the derailing, but this is also what Ethan Ralph was defined by, is that he wasn't really interesting, entertaining, or funny on his own. He would just have the funny guests, which means anyone could do what Ethan Ralph does. Here's one thing I'll definitely give credit to PPP for, is that not everyone can do what PPP does. PPP brings like an energy, some might say too much, but he does bring an enthusiasm to the streams that he does. Even if it's forced or put on or a show or whatever, he's agreeing that when he's going to do a stream, he's going to do the show. He's going to make a show of it. And, come on, there. Oh. There we go. And that's one of the main advantages of him. I would actually, I was subscribed to his main channel, or specifically to the Daka Daka channel, which is a guy I'm Twitter pals with, actually. But yeah, I was subscribed to him, and I liked his, because PPP was actually one of the first guys, apparently him and Godwinson, but specifically, I think it was after they split or something, I don't know. Actually, I have no idea. I don't really know about the timeline. But it was around 2019 and 2020. I remember when the whole masseuse story was making the rounds, and PPP jumped on it, and that's how I found out about it. And that's the first, because I heard of PPP before then, but People's Populist Press, Ashton, I think is his actual name. But I remember, yeah, I heard of him before, but that was the first stream of his I had actually seen, where they went over the that stuff, and I think, was it DMs or posts or something that he also read? But I don't know, there was just some good stuff, and it was like, wow, shit, finally somebody's actually doing this digging about stuff that I basically knew instinctively was there, and I had ended up being proven right about. That's cool. And so I subscribed to him and started watching his streams. And then when the Kino Casino show started, I started watching that too. And it just, he started marking out for God, or not God, but for rekieta event, like, well, I mean, pretty soon after that. And I was like, gee, one of the ripest targets, a very blatant cuckold who was constantly contradicting himself, getting caught in lies, supporting some of the most embarrassing liability YouTubers and just straight up lol cows that the most untapped lol cows in the history of the entire internet, rekieta was having on as guests because he was friends with them, which alone should have told everyone everything that they ever needed to know. And when it was time to actually make something out of that, they dropped the ball immediately, gladly dropped the ball. And again, it wasn't until Godwinson started doing the streams about what was it? Oh, the whole bottle situation. Godwinson blew up big, made quite the comeback. That's when I subscribed to Godwinson. And here's the thing: is that I probably Godwinson's channel that he was using got wiped out. I think he's been using another channel, but I haven't been watching because all of a sudden they've buried the hatchet. And I know Godwinson would constantly admit and talk openly about how all of it was really just for show anyways. None of it was essentially real. Like, he was friends with Ralph again. He was praising Ralph while also saying, but that this won't last. It's until we snake each other at some point inevitably. And it's like, okay, I get it, but to me, that doesn't even make for entertainment. For other people, whatever. I'm sure a lot of other people love Kino Casino consistently. I mean, I understand it's good to have a consistent show that covers the internet drama that a lot of people won't cover. But for a long time, they wouldn't even cover the rekieta stuff. In fact, they helped sweep it up, essentially, for rekieta. And now that doesn't happen anymore, and I think that's delightful. That's a nice thing. But at the same time, what are they saying on Kino Casino that I hadn't already said either years ago or literally the week before? In specific cases that I did make a clip of that, and I posted that to my channel, I think a week ago or two. So again, that's the thing, is that I'm just hoping that sometime there will be any YouTuber who can basically do what I do without me having to do it, because I don't want to. I don't want to be a streamer. I don't like doing YouTube streams, and not even particularly fond of doing videos necessarily. But I like playing this game. And then I can listen to clips and stuff while playing this game. And I do this because literally nobody else does or is going to. There are a bunch of really good... The one where rekieta had that giant meltdown at the other lawyer, Sean. They apparently didn't even play that on Kino Casino. And at this point, they probably never will. but that was top tier because that was full mask off. That revealed Rekieta for what he really is behind the scenes. Just like that time when Ethan Van Sciver screamed himself hoarse at one of his own friends for mocking him, essentially. Here, you know what? I'm gonna keep this forever. I could actually, you know, here's what I really should do. Here, this is too fucked up to repair, but now I can carry both of these. Yeah, now I can dual wield these. Yeah, I have this. Anyways, don't I have some shotgun ammo in here? No, I don't. Well, that sucks. Gee, too bad. Although I got some of this. Anyways, here, I will play. I think I am basically done with this run, but here, I'll play these last 2 clips.
Wait.
They're a few minutes each.
Like, I would download a fuck.
I would totally download a car.
That's the weirdest argument. No, anyway, so like, if I'm buying a car
Weird.
in general, I'm like, well,
The
I want
weirdest
a
argument.
warranty that'll do all the work for me as long as I'm going to have this car. So I asked them that on the Mustang, and they're like, warranty? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, well, people don't usually buy those on these because they don't drive them very much. I'm like, what do you mean they don't drive them? I'm going to drive this thing all the fucking time, like as much as possible. And they're like, let me see what we can do. And they come back, they're like, here's like it's like a 30,000 mile warranty. Like, wait, what? Like they just get really expensive past that. And they did. It was absurd how expensive they got past that because no one drives these fucking cars, right? Like they get them and they just put them in a garage. And it's weird because like when people get higher end
Everything
cars,
is weird.
it's usually some sort of retarded collector. I don't trust them.
I just realized.
But
I
that's
can't
the
get
gun
this
thing
bullet.
too. It's like, well, you get this thing, but you're not going to use it. It's just dog's fucking levitating upside down.
She's got a jetpack.
Is David Blaine in your house?
No, just the jetpack dog.
Was David Blaine in your house before that magic trick, and then he also vanished?
What is American Beauty so highly rated? A film like this not only entertains while you're in the theater, but also draws subtle questions in your head about the nature of human behavior and the gulf between fantasy and reality.
Oh, God.
I'm fucking scared to revisit this, but
I think it's the best movie. I think it's the best movie ever made.
Yeah, I have to watch it again and see how I feel about the underage.
I love how
sex
Dick
thing.
is like,
oh
No,
my
that's
god.
the thing.
Okay, can we get a repeat on that? Like, okay, so this is Nick Rekieta's favorite movie. Okay, let's wind it back a second. Okay, guys, let's go back. Let's rewind time. All right, we're rewinding time.
Who is this
Let's
nerd?
go. Can we get a? Hold on a second.
Can we get one in the chat?
I can't believe this is the thing, man. All right, if you told me in Weeb Wars, right? If you told Little Sen with the fucking, high-pitched voice and shit
Weeb
before his
Wars.
fucking balls dropped and shit, that, the Nick Rekieta guy, right? The leader of Weeb Wars or whatever, was gonna end up in the future talking about how he liked the pedo film. I don't know, like, if I would have believed you necessarily. Hell, I don't even think the Kiwi farmers that were...
This guy's a dope, so fucking... what is he going to say that I probably told him directly and he got mad about it, most likely? I mean, I probably didn't, but still, the chances of that are, 90%. It's a pretty good chance. So, that's one thing about a lot of these YouTubers, especially the ones around Weeb Wars and so on, was they were... like several of them were like, you're part of Kick Vic, and it's like, no, I'm not ever. In fact, I defended Vic, but that is the nature of these people now, is that and again, why do I have to listen to anything they have to say if they're going to be disingenuous people on the face of it? So, like, and I don't even know that this guy is, but statistically, if you're part of Weeb Wars, yes, you pushed some hoax about other people because you got mad for no reason, because they punctured the ego of your favorite e-celeb. Not even anything about Vic, just because Rekieta, who was always like this, and I had proven it. And now you, the people who were in Weeb Wars in any way, are realizing, against your will, by force, essentially, that I was right all along about Rekieta. I knew that he was like this. I had been saying that he was like this, and I am now proven right that he was like this. And all of these people are just being utterly shell-shocked at the realization, not only that I was right, but that everything they believed was fake. Everything they thought that they believed never existed. The things that they had run their lives based on was always a hoax designed entirely to brainwash them. And it worked. And they don't really have... a couple fragments. I don't think I ever really went through this area. Yes. Oh, I got both of them, too. This is the coolest way to fucking really... I should have done this sooner. I shouldn't have used the bayonet. But whatever. In fact, you know what? I'm going to keep going around. I'm going to listen to these clips. I will play the rest of this, but already it's boring. It's not interesting. In the same way that, oh shit. In the same way that, any random Spurg who is just in the dark and clueless about what was really going... The utterly brainwashed normie cattle. It's like, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of them on YouTube throughout the years. What the... Oh, that's the door from that thing. I was wondering why it was gone. What can I even get now? But it's in the cabinet in there. I guess it's flown. It's hovering in midair now. That's pretty... Wow, the radius surely is a bizarre place. Anyways, I discovered this channel today. Well, I will just say hello and welcome. There is a lot you can find out by being subscribed to this channel. There's a lot you can find out about some of your favorite YouTubers that you maybe didn't ever want to know, that you will, perhaps don't want to know. But, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going back years. I was actually one of the first ever guests that Nick Rekieta ever had on his channel. Go to Nick Rekieta's channel, go to the very beginning. I'm not one of the first videos on it, but one of the first guests. I think maybe the third guest he ever had on. Maybe. I could go look that up. I just know that he started having guests, and somebody who was friends with him from before he was a big YouTuber talked to him, and it was like, hey, you could have this guy on, and suggested me. And so Nick had me on, and afterwards, it was this is legitimately weird. Afterwards, Nick Rekieta basically unfriended that guy without him knowing. That guy was the first people, me and Nick Rekieta's own friend from before he was a YouTuber, were the first people on Nick Rekieta's detractor list. And again, not almost nobody knows that. Even though it's quantifiably true. But yeah, I've been aware of Nick Rekieta's detractor list since 2018. Isn't that just further proof of it? I'm trying to think, whoa, I don't want to go that way. I'm trying to think of any spare place. Maybe around here? Although I think it was kind of just there. Let me try that, though. Because now that I got these dual sawed-offs, it's a perfect opportunity to really mop up. He's a bitch. He needs to learn how to fix his car. He should. That's very true. Here, I will play the rest of this because I think it's only a couple minutes or
sucking up to Nick at the
3 or
time
4.
would have believed you, right? They probably would have been like, "What the fuck?" I would have abandoned ship.
And by the way, I have no idea about this guy. I don't know if he hates Nick now or if he was a total... Most likely, yeah, again, 99.999 repeating 9% chance that he was a complete ball washer for Rekieta, because everyone who was even remotely associated with the whatever Vic, the defend Vic stuff was required. You could not criticize Rekieta at all, and if you did, you were essentially declared kick Vic. If you were Vic Mignogna's, oh shit, if you were his biggest supporter in public, but you criticized Rekieta, they would just say that you're kick Vic now and that you're not allowed to support Vic. So, I mean, and that is, there were people who that happened to. But anyways, and in fact, I'm actually living proof of that. I was an example of that because we, whoa, no you don't. What? Oh yeah, you have to, for some reason you have to pull back, you have to hit B to pull back a hammer in order to, yeah, every time you fire, or every time, I think it's every time you open it. Yeah, it even makes that little sound. Okay. Okay. But anyways, yeah, I have no idea if this guy, is now a detractor of Rekieta's. He could be. I don't know. Is that what he's saying? I'm not sure, because I clearly haven't been listening.
Before.
I should start listening.
So now, Nick, okay, oh my god. Okay, somebody needs to make a documentary on this fool. If it's not gonna be somebody, it's gonna be me. I have to, because this is just too much, man. Okay, let's go down fucking...
I got good news for you, this guy. Whoever this guy is, I got good news for you. I've basically already made the documentary. In fact, all of these streams, if you just cut them together, they are the documentary. But we also did, oh boy. There's, a few videos that go into, a lot of depth. A few deep dives on our subscribe star. Which I have no problem linking to. I don't care if people link to it. Wait a second, I've never seen this before. I've never been here. Holy shit, okay. Where's the other one? Oh, there he is. Very hard to see. Basically can't see him if you're watching the stream. If you're in the game, it helps. Okay. There's another guy. Those are the dorms. I just didn't go to this, approach. But yeah, holy shit. Oh, yeah, wait, these are the actual bizarre things. Okay. Nice. Okay. I think that really does clear. I don't think the invisible fragments do respawn either. Okay, nice. So, here, again, I'll play this. But again, the good news is, I've done the documentary. We've basically done the documentary.
Racket's list of pedophilia. Okay, so he's defending his groomer friend Drexel. The reason Drexel is a groomer is because it was uncovered that he went on Disney trips with a 13...
Another thing worth mentioning, again, plugging our subscribe star. Become PayPig if you want to know the truth about Rekieta. We have videos going back for a few years. We didn't do a lot of videos about Rekieta, but recently, especially now, in fact, I think there's a series going up right now that covers all of this, which we recorded earlier this year. But it goes into the Rekieta stuff, the Drex stuff. It's a full deep dive, about all of it. And it's very interesting and entertaining and fun to listen to. Wow. Okay, there we go. You know what? Is this gonna... There. Here, I can just... I'll get rid of that later. This does pretty much wrap up this whole area, though. Again, let me actually play this clip.
18-year-old who he then later had sex with when she became of age. That is textbook grooming. If you don't think that's grooming, then that's kind of sus. But
Rekieta doesn't think that's grooming.
Groomer Drexel. Okay.
More than kind of sus,
strike
perhaps.
One. Okay. Strike two. Nick later starts questioning the whole fucking consent thing. He's basically making
This guy basically sounds like a gym walker, by the way. But you know, A lot of people do, so.
Reasons why a 30-year-old and a 16-year-old can have sex or whatever, and he's just like turning a blind eye to it, or he's saying, oh, well, you know, I can't judge that or whatever. Okay, so that's strike number fucking 2. Alright, we're getting... Like, Nick is flying very close to the sun now. Now we're at 3. Now Nick is just straight up liking a pedophile fucking movie. And I mean, look, man. Motherfuckers are gonna say... I know there's gonna be that one person out there that's gonna be like, actually, this is art. But it's like, oh, come on, man.
Actually, it's art. It won an Oscar. I never thought American Beauty was a pedophile movie, by the way, but I did like it when it came out because it was kind of similar to Fight Club, where it was vaguely, as opposed to Fight Club is like blatantly anti-establishment, anti-consumerism, whereas American Beauty is kind of like that. They both have a scene where they blackmail their boss into giving them like a blank check. Very interesting, because they both came out the same year, I think. I think they both came out in 99. There we go. But, a friend essentially talked me into not liking the movie anymore. Not that I want to be that impressionable that someone can just say, hey, don't like this movie. But he said he hated the movie because it gives boomers hope. And I was like, over the years... like throughout the 2000s, I was like, you know what, you have a point. I think I agree with you. So yeah, I kind of, I still don't even necessarily hate the movie, but it is very sappy and silly. And it's cheesy, it's cheese dickery. And again, it was the, ironically, the Louis C.K. thing that, when he was trashing the movie, I kind of realized that I already thought that. It's just that, sort of like the way that when Jim Norton made fun of Face Off, not because of the movie has cheesy accent or whatever, but because Travolta's big thing was to brush the fingers down the middle of the face to show his affection for his family members and just how gay that is, and that ruined the movie for Patrice O'Neal. I think that's hilarious, and I do think there's certainly something to that is valid. But then again, Dad's movie night every Sunday. In fact, shit, that's in 15 minutes. It's Sunday, isn't it? Yeah, in 15 minutes. You know, I am going to stop the stream then in 15 minutes because it's movie night. I'm not going to stay up much later, so I can't watch the whole movie, whatever it is, but I'm going to be there for movie night. The link will be in our Discord. It will just be posted. So it's probably already posted, so if you're there, if you're not there, you can hang out in our Discord if you want. What the fuck? The link is below in the description. You can also become PayPig on our Subscribe Star and support us and get access to all the videos that are telling the stuff that this guy that we're listening to. I'll try and play the rest of this clip first before wrapping up, but clearly stuff that this guy should have listened to. If he listened to these videos, he would have been aware. If he was actually capable of noticing that we were right, he would have already known all of this about Rekieta years and years ago. He probably really couldn't have, but you know how it is. If he actually did pay attention. Nice. It would have benefited him, certainly, because he would know the truth about what he thought he was involved with and what it really was all along. Nice. Okay. Cool. Sweet. So I'll just try and play the rest of this, wrap it up, and I'm gonna go to movie night because movie night's great.
I'm just trying to get at a point where it's like, he didn't act this way before. He didn't believe in this before, and I know to many people
he did.
They don't want to hear that, man. They just don't want to fucking hear that.
I have proof
they don't
that
want
he
to
did.
know that Nick Rekieta is approving of these kinds.
Again, I have evidence that he was like this before.
Kinds of fucking this kind of media and shit. Like, at this point, Nick, just fucking...
Incontrovertible,
I don't even know why you were
could say.
against, like, defending Lolicon. Because if you were just gonna go mask off with this shit anyway, why the fuck didn't you just fucking... You were trying to stay away from debates that involved it because people were gonna see that you were grifting the anime weeaboos in Weeb Wars and shit.
Which, again, once again, I had been saying that from the beginning because not because I had animosity against Nick Rekieta, but because I personally knew the truth, and I was right. Not because I thought I was right, but because the evidence showed that I was right. It was very specific. Actually, it should be able to just... That Rekieta had told me that he didn't really like anime, and then it should have been obvious when he clearly didn't know much about anime. The exact same thing happened with Milo, where Milo started pretending to hold interest in video games. And he was like, here, introduce me to video games. Instead of being like, oh, I always liked video games. Here's my favorites. And, here's the ones from this year that I liked or whatever. And he's like, no. And people were like, yeah, let's introduce him to video games. This is what we want. And nobody learned the lesson from that, from Milo. In fact, people still stick up for Milo, which is very bizarre. But that's what Rekieta is. He's just the lawyer version. Replace gay, or at least openly homosexual, with lawyer. Which, in a way, is still openly homosexual, but still. Anyways, here, I'll just try and play through the rest of this before wrapping up.
But honestly, I think you fell down that pipeline, my dude. I don't know, you're getting stepped on by women and you think that's cute. You're cross-dressing in front of your fucking kids like a bad parent, right? And you're contradicting
Again, that's not new either. That was from years ago.
yourself too, because you're like, oh, Florida can't teach my kids about homosexuality. Meanwhile,
This very telling. Notice, I've been saying that Rekieta contradicts himself constantly. This is not somebody who is a friend of mine, who knows me. Here, yeah, again, that door is out there. This is not somebody who I told to think this about Rekieta. This is one of Rekieta's fans. I'm pretty sure. Former fan, apparently. But yeah, that's the thing, is that when Rekieta's former fans are saying what I've been saying the whole time, all that will ever do is prove that I was right all along. So again, if you want to know the people who are going to tell you the truth, the people who don't have a vested interest in being friends with e-celebs. Here, one more celebratory cigarette. I deserve it. I deserve it. There we go. If you want to know the people who are going to tell you the truth and not bullshit you, you can hang around on our Discord. That's where all the stuff that's on our videos and our subscribe star, we say all of it on the Discord too. But the videos are a good way to engage with it, or not even engage, but just to absorb, to consume. I don't know, the information, to absorb the information. I like that. That's a good way. That's a good way to put it. One last check of chyat. Not subscribed to Rekieta. I only knew he was a lawyer who analyzed lawsuits. Face Off is still awesome, but the face waterfall is super. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was saying about movie night, is that they played Face Off on movie night, and I was watching the beginning of it, and I ended up going to sleep. But apparently, it was quite the party, and I realized, yeah, Face Off would be an awesome movie night movie. That movie would be, because movie night's incredibly fun. 7:23, so it's like 7 minutes until movie night. So I'm going to go there because even if it's a shitty movie, it's fun. Movie night is fun every single week, even if it's not a good movie, even if it's a movie I haven't heard of. I think last week was it was some Hammer horror movie, and I've never seen any, and I didn't even watch the whole thing, but it was kind of cool. But it was like a Vampire Hunter. Was it like fucking a Kronos Vampire Hunter or something? It was some 70s one of the produced by Hammer horror movie, whatever. And it was like, well, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I came back in time to watch the second movie, which was Space Truckers, which was a 1996 movie with Dennis Hopper that's sci-fi about actual space truckers. And I was like, this movie can't be that good. I never heard of it. I didn't know Dennis Hopper was in a sci-fi movie, and I didn't know he was in a sci-fi movie in the 1990s. So it can't be that good, can it? I don't know. We watched the whole thing. It's a fucking fantastic movie. It was so much fun. Holy shit. And just when you think it couldn't get more fun, it got more fun. And then the ending was fucking hilarious. And even the credits were fucking fantastic because it is one of the first movies ever, I think, to have Cotton Eye Joe by Rednecks in the movie at all, even just in the credits. And then I found out it was by the guy who directed Reanimator. And it's like, holy shit, that guy died recently too, in fact, I think a year or two ago or something. But it's like, holy shit. Stuart Gordon is the director's name. And it's like, this is my favorite Stuart Gordon movie. Anyways, so thank you again to all the people hanging out and coming in the chat.
You come in here with balls
We're able to do these streams.
because of people like you.
Support us on Subscribestar, become PayPig to find out all the truth. Again, we got a bunch of really good videos going into the rekieta stuff that people are only just now talking about and admitting to. We have videos going up right now about it. We have videos that were that had gone up last year about even more stuff, including more details about the that umbrella guy and the association with that, and rekieta's essentially his willing liability with that, and why that's a bad thing. So again, if you want to check out all that stuff, it's only $5 a month. Wow, what a savings! But it is genuinely, it exists to support us, to help us out, for being the lone truth tellers. Who we were being called liars for telling the truth. Now everyone else is saying what we had said and what we were called liars for saying, and now everyone else is now saying it and realizing that we were right all along. So again, if you want to stop supporting the grifters, if you want to stop supporting the people who lie to you for attention and make up just lies and hoaxes and fake death threats against their family for your sympathy and attention and clout, if you want to stop doing that, then donate to us instead. You can even send us money through PayPal or Bitcoin, that kind of stuff. The links are below. And so if you want to join us in movie night, anyone can watch movie night with us. Just come to our Discord. The top channel will just have a link to it. I'm going there right now. So thanks again to our supporters. Thanks for, again, to people just hanging out in general and just watching. That's cool too. And for everyone else, should have listened to shitty webcomics. Raw.